All right. Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far. We're doing another commentary stream, which I'm kind of excited for because the last time I did this sort of casting, it was actually pretty damn fun. I hadn't done anything like this before, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, um, today we're going to be commentating for Jacob. Last time we did Steven and Darian, who were playing some silver games. We had, like, they were the mid laner support together, and they went on this insane win streak, 5 games in a row. It was really, really great. So today we're going to be spectating another member of our LAN party squad. We're going to be doing Jacob, who's solo queuing in the jungle today, and Jacob's currently bronze 2. Although he doesn't really deserve bronze 2. I'm sure he's at least silver. So we're going to see, because Jacob doesn't really play ranked without someone being there, we're going to see if he can get up there. We're gonna hope he can climb a little bit. So, Jacob, how are you feeling today?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yes. Also, how the fuck do I turn on the enable ping option?
Ping. What do you mean?
Like to show ping.
It would show ping while you're in game?
Yep.
I don't know. You don't have that?
Nope, not in these settings.
Oh, I see. Try the in-game ones.
Yeah, I'll try. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go. Whenever you're ready to queue.
Queuing.
Oh,
Jesus. This is gonna suck.
Colin, how are you doing? Your pocket's so fat you might die of beaties. That's exciting.
Save me.
Darian, how are you doing? Look at this ranked armor. Isn't it great?
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's pretty exciting looking. Oh, that was a fast queue. All right, good luck, Jacob. We'll see you later.
All right. Wait, stay in here for the champion select.
Bye, Jacob. Oh, wait, that's not right. We're looking for this one. Oh, shit. Wait. How did I do this last time? I think I'm just not able to... I think I'm not able to listen to the audio here. We're gonna watch Jacob win the video game? Of course. Did you know you can take a bath, smoke weed, and watch Twitch all at once? I did not. I didn't think of that. Okay, so it seems we immediately have... Oh, right, I know what to do. One second. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Never mind. You're ready to watch Jacob int his dick off? Ouch. So, we have Morgana, Trinimir, Brand, Malzahar, and Darius coming out for the bans. Zed, Lissandra, Pike, Tristana, and Urgot on the other side. So Jacob's going to be playing on blue side this game. Blue side, looks like they're going for a first pick Xayah, which actually is pretty good. Xayah is one of the best AD carries in the game right now. So I do kind of like seeing that. Oh, right. Now I remember. Hold on. We're supposed to have some music playing. Yeah, Xayah does come through for the blue side. We're going to be doing... Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. Both Anivia and Veigar locked in for red. Now, that's very, very interesting. That's an ad. It's that weird, like, weed ad. Alright, there we go. We got some music. So, Jacob locks in Evelynn with his support locking in Leona. That Veigar is likely to be a support at this rate. Hi, Aiden. How are you doing? Yeah, I haven't seen Jacob's Evelynn in a while, actually. So Jacob's going for an Electrocute build by the looks of it. Thinking of Nimbus Cloak with Gathering Storm. Jinx and Pantheon both locked in for the red side. Now, Pantheon actually pretty good at dealing with Burst. So that could be a little nerve-wracking. Kled locked in for blue. Only the mid laner remains. And it seems like either a top or jungle pick. The Pantheon being flexed right now. Silas locked in. So we have some damage diversity on the blue side. Looking pretty good. And Yasuo finally locked in, meaning that is indeed a Pantheon jungle. I'm playing some norms with your friends as Cinder. Cinder's really fun. I don't play her enough, but I was just playing her on an ARAM earlier today, and it was pretty great. So it looks like there's nothing more coming through here. Yeah, so far so good. Now, of course, we're going to have to start legitimately spectating, which means we're going to have to wait. You're becoming more of a Cinder main, really? That's interesting. So let's take a look at these summoner spells as we get back into it, as I kind of familiarize myself with the whole process again, because I've totally forgotten how to do proper commentary. It's been forever. So, double ignite, the mid laner and the support, pretty standard spells out from the top, from blue side here, and exact summoner spell parity on the red side. So we don't have anything exciting happening there. I'm kind of surprised the Anivia has ignite. That's interesting, because Anivia is not necessarily going to get in range for ignite all the time. Usually something like teleport is better for her, so she can have better back timers. Or barrier or heal if she wants a defensive option, because that ignite is just really hard to use effectively for Anivia. We don't have too long left to wait. I'm excited. Are you guys excited to watch some more Fiestas together? I just went out for some errands. I rented a few more movies because there's still a video rental store in my city. It's not Blockbuster, but there's like one left. So I'm watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe with one of my friends, and we're finally continuing tomorrow at the start of Phase 2, which is Iron Man 3, which I'm looking forward to, and Thor: The Dark World, which I'm really not looking forward to. I've never seen either of those movies, but I've heard Thor: The Dark World is pretty boring, so I'll hold out. I'll wait to make opinions for myself, but we'll see how it goes, right? Anyway, we're probably not going to see Jacob on Evelyn all night. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he locked it in, because Jacob was thinking of playing some more Silas or Jacob's been playing a lot of Udyr lately because he just carries so hard in bronze. Even though he doesn't love the champion that much, it's just a really reliable pick for him. Music's not too loud, right, guys? I think it's a pretty reasonable volume, but I don't hear the exact same stuff you do. We have slightly different volumes. Fuck, you know what I should do? I should pull up some ability names. Right. Just try to get some more of that authentic casting. I'm not even gonna bother letting a new song come on. Oh, it's not on shuffle. Whoops. That's an ad. That's not even... What? That wasn't even the... What the hell? Okay, we'll sort that out. Game's starting, guys. Wow. Game's crashing, guys. Wow. Oh, for fuck's sake. Reconnect. Wow. That really sucks, actually. At least it's not my own game that's crashing. And it seems we might actually... I might have been wrong. We might have an Anivia support coming out for the red team. With Vhagar mid with Dark Harvest. Okay. I'm going to cover my camera for just a second, guys, and you'll see, yeah, that's a Comet Anivia down there. Zayas has Lethal Tempo. Silas has Electrocute, so it's more of an aggressive option for him. Conqueror, Conqueror, Conqueror. Whole bunch of Conquerors. Sure enough, it is Pantheon versus Evelyn in the jungle. Jinx running Fleet Footwork, so she should have a little bit of reduced pressure in the early game. But... This game could play out interestingly. That bot lane is definitely something we're going to want to keep our eyes on, because it's strange. I guess this is just the stuff you see in bronze, right? Just off-meta champion picks, interesting things, more exciting things. Let's go, Evelyn. How are you doing, Vina? Good to see you. Where's my water? And Kill too. Welcome, guys. You're just in time for game 1. So we're gonna move the chat box if I can find it. I don't think it's appearing just yet. So let's take a look. What is everyone buying? What do we have? Corrupting Pot from the Silas. Makes sense. Silas buys a Black Spirit. Coin on Anivia. Yeah, that's Anivia support. She is actually going support. Interesting. So I'm gonna need to move this chat a little bit. There we go. You had your first day of school today? Same here, actually. I had my first class of the day. Or first class of the year, rather. That's pretty good. I had a good day. So Nivea's just dancing. We've got both top laners sitting under their tower, mid lane sitting under his tower, bunch of people sitting here. Only Veigar really scoping things out. Jacob executing his defense. Leona getting poked out just a tiny bit. It's gonna be a very low action early game out of this one. Whoops. I have to watch out for my mouse too, because if I move it off screen too much, like, there we go. I'll put it down there where you can barely see it. The screen really wants to be on Anivia for some reason. It just knows this Anivia is very noteworthy, I suppose. So both junglers going for a bot leash. Here's Jacob getting his red. Lane starts. Everyone just kind of doing their thing. Kled not really showing up just yet. I'm going to remind myself what everyone's ults are called. Come on, player. Hijack. Last caress. Charge! That's a fun one. Kled's turning his bear trap and getting a decent poke out. Everyone's kind of fighting back and forth. Let's watch the junglers. Jacob going straight to his Krugs. You can see that on the mini-map. Trying to get that early level 3. Meanwhile, Pantheon is going for the Wolf start. That exact same path isn't exactly available to him. Kled focusing more on whatever that was instead of farming. Definitely coming out worse for wear on that trade. And right now we're just kind of watching the lane. It's very chill early game. These games are so weird to watch, right? Are you Mi'kmaq? I am not. I don't actually know what that is. Xayah getting stunned up, taking some pretty heavy damage from the level 2 bot lane, not respecting the level 2 priority. Ooh, Jacob's bot lane is going to get a little beaten up. Jacob only now moving on to his third camp after Krugs has taken quite a while. Anivia with a 2-man stun. And Leona not able to find the Zenith Blade in. Silas, abduct, gets into the Veigar, trapped into Event Horizon, but coming out very much on top of that trade, not getting hit by anything more. Leona looking for an engage as Jacob is finishing up his Raptors. Meanwhile, while this is all happening, Leona fighting, Ignite coming out from both sides, heal on the Jinx. Leona's surely going to die unless she flashes away, gets a heal, and the bot lane is winning. No! Dead. Jacob counter-ganking something mid as well. Veigar taking some damage, but Pantheon blocking up, and a lot of action in this early game. You like the early level 3? It's definitely not bad. I'm just spectating this one. But Silas walks back in for some reason, and Pantheon just beats him to death. Wow, that really sucks. And 2 kills for the red team. Kled dismounted up here in top lane. Jacob moving down to the bot lane. Yeah, it's dying to an Anivia support is kind of not epic, I've got to say. Jacob ignoring his wolves for now, going straight for top crab just to make sure he gets one. Meanwhile, Pantheon is also getting one. Leona looking like she's going to go in right away as soon as Xayah gets back to lane, but you have no damage. Oh my god, Jinx getting baited in by the low health Leona. And it turns out she's actually 300 IQ, 1-2 in favor of the red team, with a slight 1,000 gold lead. That's not how Windwall works. Jacob finding out that his Kled really is not in any position to help him. He's getting a little bit of damage on the Yasuo up top lane. Although Evelyn might be taking the Krugs. There they go. Kled remounts. And take a look at Jacob's positioning here. stealing away that resource from the Pantheon, who is level 4 to his 3 with a camp lead. Silas getting ganked. He's not going to be able to make it out of this one. Walks right into the event horizon, and Pantheon is going to finish it up with his Aegis. 0-2 on Silas, and he's not having a good game. This Pantheon getting an early lead, that is really unfortunate to see. And constantly fighting. Yasuo seems to be a Yasuo one-trick. Putting his one-trick knowledge to good use to win that trade. Bear Trap and a Rope comes out, and Kled is going to be dismounted here. But Jacob is in lane. Jacob is ready to fight. Allure dropped onto the Yasuo. Windwall is going to block it, though. The spikes come out, and there's enough damage by the looks of it. Yasuo flashes away. Jacob not going to follow it. Yasuo gets out alive. I'm fairly confident Whiplash was up, no? So surely that means Jacob could have flashed it for the kill. But now a little bit behind on the camps. Silas suddenly getting a kill. Burning his Ignite for Flash. Veigar drops. 0-2 Silas solo kills Veigar. You know what? We take those. Zap onto the Xayah. And it looks like the red team really, really wants this Infernal Drake. With Kled teleporting to the top lane, there will not be any follow-up. There won't be any macro play, but it's bronze. Do we really expect any significant macro? I think not. Xayah's gonna get stunned up by the Flash Frost. Leona misses the Zenith Blade, stuns a minion, and then ignites Anivia. Truly a revolutionary support play. And Xayah is surely going to die here, right? Yeah, Ignite from the Anivia. Stunned up again, and this Anivia is actually popping off. Support Anivia. 1-0-1. Killed Xayah twice. Sitting on a call field compared to Jinx's BF. Now, who's sitting on a lot of gold right now? Jacob has 1,400 in inventory. Has not backed yet. Pantheon, it looks like he's just doing the crab up here. Jacob moving back down to his bot side jungle. And Leona's still trying to go in. Because there's a hijack Silas, like stealing Pantheon ult, going to actually double kill the bot lane, but here comes Pantheon. Anivia back in her rebirth. Egg out. Pantheon might be able to save her. No. The stun does not last quite long enough, and actually Anivia would have spawned with like 2 HP anyway, so. Leona looking like she might want to fight this. Solar Flare comes out and gets nothing. Oh god, this is way more fun than watching Darian and Steven. What the hell is happening in this game? Jacob's just gonna do his red buff. The camera literally never going to the junglers because they're just farming. That's clearly not interesting, right guys? Cud's violent tendencies get a little bit onto the Yasuo. He has to flash out, or does he? I don't know, but he does flash out. Jacob going for his red buff, still hasn't recalled. Pantheon has gotten a recall off, so he's going to be significantly stronger, and time for the blue side jungler to go back get some items. Silas goes through the event horizon with Abduct. Going to be locking up Veigar a little bit, half of his health gone, but with the potions, surely there is no kill. Looks like Fiendish Codex completed for Jacob already. Going to be rushing that Runic Echoes, of course, as an AP jungler. And Silas, you have no vision. You're exposed once again. But playing back far enough to avoid the Pantheon game. Now, what should happen here, optimally, is Pantheon should force this Infernal Drake kind of soon. Because both his bot and mid have fairly significant pressure. But no, instead he goes top. He's going to farm all those camps. And Veigar's recalling now, so it is what it is. But it's fairly unlikely that the blue side bot lane can follow that or contest it. Silas actually learning his lesson, going to be warding a little bit. Evelyn caught up on a ward, and there might be a jungle skirmish coming up here in the top river, but no. Both junglers go their separate ways. Event Horizon comes out and misses. Abduct misses. Kingslayer can't miss because it's point and click, but a hijack Primordial Burst is going to get the kill for Silas. And he's somehow just back in this game. 3-2-1. Fascinating. Jacob going to show up here to prevent the Pantheon from actually killing his mid laner. Except Silas is going to walk up anyway and not quite die, but yes, he's going to die. Kingslayer's not enough healing, Mr. Silas. And it looks like someone has question mark pinged Jacob. Zenith Blade lands onto the Jinx. Evelyn is in position. Solar Flare comes out. No allure coming up, but last caress is available. Going to flash onto the Anivia. And a missed last crest, unfortunately, but Zaya's flash gets her close enough to finish off the Anivia. Teleport coming in from the Yasuo. Yasuo immediately has to dash out, throws his wind wall up, the Zenith Blade stunned up again. Allure coming out on him. Zaps preventing Leona from following any further, and Jinx's rocket is going to put some damage on. Yasuo might be able to finish off the Leona, but no. Instead, he finds he doesn't do enough damage without risking death and has to back up. Now Yasuo tries to go in again. Ulti comes out, last breath, and kills Jacob, but it's just a one for two in the end as Leona steps on a Jinx trap and gets shot. An unfortunate misplay. I've got coming out. The Silas constantly just fighting Veigar, proccing Electrocute again. Charge from Kled into the mid lane, totally whiffs, and he goes into the river. Wow. Veigar. There's Silas. And then he misses his bear trap. Veigar lives 100%. F. Oh, here goes Pantheon. Bye, Kled. See you later. Bye, Kled. Aegis Sure, why not? No Aegis from the Pantheon, but Veigar. Flash Q. gonna throw his little baleful strike out. What is happening in this game? No objectives taken. Just 14 no. 16 kills in 11 minutes instead. Silas has now died twice again. He's 3 and 4. This mid laner cannot decide if he wants to be ahead or not. Jacob going to find out the Pantheon. Allure not going to find the charm, I don't think. No, actually it is, but there's no follow-up. Our game's going to freeze for just a brief moment, but let's take inventory of the plates right now, guys, shall we? So Yasuo is going to possibly get the second plate. 2 down mid, 1 down bot. None, and none. So only the red team has plates, but Jacob's actually starting up the dragon here. Pantheon is around. May look for the Grand Starfall, but Leona actually zoning out the Pantheon. Doing a great job at keeping this jungler out. And Jacob going to be able to find the smite here. Infernal Drake secured. Blade Caller comes up for Zaya. 3-man root. But no! Ultimate from the Evelynn, who gets stunned by Event Horizon. Fortunately, the team's able to clean up, and Jinx is up a little too far. Going to be hit by the Zenith Blade, stunned up by Leona. Not enough burst from the Zaya to save her. In fact, Jinx just turns right on, gets a double kill. Silas Kingslayer may get this Super Mega Death Rocket stolen from Silas. Possibly going to find the Jinx, but he's just focusing on Pantheon right now. Ignite coming out, going to finish him off with the passive. And Super Mega Death Rocket misses. We don't get to watch it on screen, though, because Kled is now killing Yasuo somehow, despite being behind, like, all lane. He is 40 CS down and solo killed his enemy laner. Absolutely incredible. Let's take a note of the important items, because it looks like Zaya has her Essence Raver, Jinx has the Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer completed for Yasuo, Runic Echoes for Jacob, and Warrior for Pantheon. Meanwhile, Leona's completed Eye with no quest. Anivia does have her quest. So there's going to be a vision advantage for the red side, but there may not be any way to take advantage of it. Silas is going to fight Veigar again, not walking into the cage. But here comes Evelynn. Last crest available. Not even going to need the charm. And here comes ulti. A kill for Jacob. Good foresight to realize he does not need the charm there. He's kind of making me want to play Evelynn again, not going to lie. That champion's pretty fun.
Turret plating will soon fall.
So it's tied up 12-12, and despite that, the red side has about 1,000 gold leads just from farming. Solar Flare and Blade Caller just kills the Jinx. Straight up, that combo has so much CC. And Jinx has decided she doesn't like living anymore. Now Glacial Storm out from Anivia. Leona's just tanking the tower, because why not, you know? I think it's called Glacial. Yeah, Glacial Storm, that's what it's called. Kled dismounted, may not survive this, unable to remount. How are you doing, Winter? It's good to see you. Zaya's not quite going to get stunned, but they're just kind of like trading some damage back. Anivia's going to have to be careful. Pantheon showing himself mid again, and Grand Starfall hijacked for Silas, who may look for the dive down bot lane, but Zenith Blade comes out. This Anivia is dead. Zaya misses everything, autos the tower twice, and then autos Anivia once. And Super Mega Death Rocket. See ya, Leona. A trade, 1 for 1 in the end. but played really, really sloppily. Veigar stepping up. Going to live and see a Sylas. Charge in the top lane. It's constant action. Veigar going to be tower diving the Yasuo with the ultimate. Bear trap coming out, and he gets the kill and walks out in the direction that gives him a lot more tower shots. Everyone on both teams played Teemo only all mid. That sounds disgusting. It's house rules for one for all. Like, how do you even commentate this at this point? It's just fighting. I have to constantly be play-by-play, right? Let's do Jacob, however, he's actually an objective-focused player for once. Or like the only one in bronze by the looks of it. He's soloing Herald, knowing his Kled has pressure, knowing the Veigar's back. It's a pretty free opportunity, and look at that! Pantheon is in the bot lane. A failed gank from him. And so it looks like Evelyn might actually get the Herald here. And sure enough, objective secured for the blue side. Now there's so much happening, apparently. The camera's having a stroke. Mid-bot, 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 mid-bot. Vision cleared out. So Pantheon just really, really likes being bot right now. He's just kind of sitting there. To be honest, I don't know why. I don't know what he's trying to get. Yeah, I saw those. Hey, I wonder what Sylas is going to do here. Is he going to maybe go in with a Scond Abduct? Wow, I think he's doing exactly that. Yeah, he did, and here comes Pantheon. Flashes out, not enough. No hijack available for Primordial Burst. Going to not die yet to the Pantheon, but yeah. However, it is a trade across the map as Jacob sets up a kill for his Kled. Aggressive Blade Caller comes out, but lands in the Glacial Storm. Not going to be able to survive this if Jinx gets a little closer, but no, she actually burns down from something. A Super Mega Death Rocket just flies through. Herald spawns top in the meantime, and bot lane is double killed. But Jacob might actually be securing first tower for his team with this Herald, which I think is really, really well played in terms of a macro sense, because this is a huge fiesta. Very well played from the Evelyn. Bot tower is sure to follow for the red side. Going to be a trade in the end. Let's take a look at the CS again. Jacob has a very sizable lead on the Pantheon in terms of just raw CS, but if you check the gold, it's actually 100 gold in favor of Pantheon, because he's getting so many successful ganks off. Farm is across the board better for blue or for red side, except for mid, which is only within 5, so there's no lead for anyone. Potential catch here. Sitting in the bush. And repeat gank on the Yasuo. Flash for the charm. Last crest not available, but there's just more than enough damage. Charge from the Kled. Yasuo actually going to flash or dash away, but Kled flashes back. Oh look, Sylas is fighting. Who could have guessed? Wow, he's gonna walk. He actually wins that one. The coin flip wins. Yeah, this is actually a live match. We're watching Jacob playing his ranked game. But there's a 3-minute spectator delay, so he's actually, this is 3 minutes behind, but it's the best we can get. Jacob identifying that camping his Kled seems to be working. You know, that top laner's at 420. He just can't lose. Pantheon Grand Starfall in. I don't know how Sylas expects to get out of this one. I think he's just going to execute. Oh, high support and Nivea coming from top lane. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I can't just watch the map for him and tell him what's going on, because it's not 100% live. It is like an anti... It's like a... They need to keep the integrity of the game, so... Bot lane's looking for a roam mid on the Sylas, who is once again dead. 6 and 7. Sylas accounts for like a significant portion of both the kills and deaths of his team. He really likes fighting. Really likes fighting. Now both ultimates available for both bot lanes. Solar Flare comes out, completely ignoring the Veigar. Aggressive Blade Caller once again lands in the Glacial Storm. Once again, Zai getting it stunned up with no defensive options available. Baleful Strike takes it out. Veigar gets the Dark Harvest stack. However, here comes Evelyn. Kled on the back foot, and Nivea taking very, very low. Stunned up, and it looks like they're all going to get out. Glacial Storm comes out to disengage once again. Jinx really far forward. Leona going to go in, but there's nothing available. Jacob comes in a little bit. Last crest available, going to take out the Jinx. Kled diving the backline again, caught in the Glacial Storm, going to use the Pocket Pistol, trying to remount, but Sylas comes in. Veigar chooses his ultimate to get a kill, and Sylas trades it right back onto the Pantheon. I'm pretty sure that's a 3 for 3 in the end. And Jacob decides to remove himself from the fiesta, but Yasuo pushing bot lane, going to be taking out this tower. Xayah coming to answer him, but it's so far gone. Half health already. Sylas taking a little low, but he's not looking to fight anymore. Never mind, it's Sylas. Of course he's looking to fight. He's never not looking to fight. Kills the support of Nivea. Xayah unable to save this tower. She's gonna have to back off for sure. Yasuo's just gonna kill her, right? Well, tier 2 at least it's gone. And it's a bit unfortunate. This Yasuo making himself useful despite being 2 and 5. Really playing well from behind in terms of macro. Silas stunned up, but the shield from Abscond is going to protect him. And wow, I wonder if he's going in. Hey, Kingslayer got the kill. What a surprise. Yasuo found out. No wind wall available, I don't believe. Sure, not going to get charmed up, but Solar Flare is coming out, and Jacob is going to get it with his Hate Spike. That tower is so low in the mid lane, but that's not the prize our jungler and support duo have in mind. They want this Cloud Drake. Pantheon just clearing the wave. Silas and Kled both playing defense. It looks like they're going to secure it. This is actually Bronze Winter, so I'm not surprised at all. Jacob's currently in Bronze 2. I know for sure he's a Silver player. Oh my god! Kled dashing forward to block the Super Mega Death Rocket. Another one comes up from Silas. Jacob on the flank with Hate Spike. Going to just get it. Looking for the Anivia right now. Hate Spike going to come off cooldown. He might have to use his ultimate away and going to not get locked up. But a good escape from the Silas. So yeah, don't criticize the players you see too much because they are in Bronze. We don't want to be mean to them, right? Hey, Silas is going in. Hey, Silas is getting slowed. Hey, Leona got stunned. Not a great situation, but here comes the Evelyn. Going to go right on the Anivia, but Anivia does have Rebirth available. Revive up. She can go into Egg, and there's no ultimate available for Evelyn. You know the pain. It's very... The games are questionable at best. So, somebody really wants to defend this tower for some reason, despite the fact that the wave is already dealt with. Jacob gonna get his Gromp. Where's everyone? How are the items looking? Silas is 9 and 7 now. Ludens and Lichbane completed. Xayah is getting closer to 3 items spike. I don't even care that Cloud's getting caught out. I think he's gonna make it up. Death Cap, second item completed for Jacob. That's like his favorite thing. Silas is going to get the last breath from Yasuo. And a 2-for-0 for the blue team. Now it looks like it's time for everyone's favorite event, NA-RAM! Charge! Xayah flashes forward into a Blade Caller. Going to root the Anivia. He's going to get egged up and die. Yasuo ult turned against the enemy AD carry. And Leona decides she's tired of living and walks into the tower, dying to Anivia. 3 dead on the red side, but 2 respawning very quickly. Kled dashing in. Bear Trap on the rope confirms. Yasuo decides he's also tired of living and walks up as well. Nobody likes to live. Everyone likes death. Such is the way of Bronze League of Legends. Jacob actually playing quite well here with 4, 2, and 7. Not getting baited into like the chaos of his game. Starting to itemize into the Lichbane now. And how much gold does he have? 8,700. Now solidly in front of this Pantheon who has failed to make anything happen since all his early ganks. Going to be stealing the Krugs again. And both dragons secured for Jacob's team. We need some team names. I mean, I don't want to just call them blue and red, right? If you guys have some good team names, I'd love to hear them. I think that could make things a lot of fun. But Baron is on the table for both teams. And this, the next dragon is going to be another Infernal, which is going to be some significant priority. Gotta go for now. Well, Winter, thanks for showing up. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Kled decides he wants to go in. I need to know some of these Kled abilities. Jousting! That's a fun name. Flash Blast comes out. Anivia lands a very good catch with the Zenith Blade escape from Leona. Going to find a few. Jacob gets a double kill. Leona wants to go in, though, despite the fact that she totally made it out. Silas going to be hitting the mid tower. Realizes something's happening. Steals Pantheon's ultimate. While in combat, Yasuo stops moving and dies. Abduct not gonna find anyone, and Anivia barely sneaks away. Aiden, I'm not actually allowed to use that word on Twitch. Hey, Grand Starfall comes out! It actually worked. Yasuo has quit. Looks like he's gone. And blue team's gonna go straight for the Baron while 2 of them stay behind and finish off the mid inhibitor tower. Probably gonna get the inhib as well. Jacob and Xayah. I don't know if the Evelyn and AD carry here have enough damage just together to secure the Baron. They're gonna try starting it, but Jacob immediately decides it's a bad idea. No caution ping. And Baron's not going to happen. So, it's just an inhibitor tower for the blue team on the back of that ace. But, it's now a 4v5. Yasuo is no longer here. Hey, they're going to do Baron anyway. You know what? They're all around. The enemy team may be alive, but that's a problem for future blue team. You don't need to worry about that right now. Wow, that's not even a problem for future blue team. It's not... No one is coming anywhere near the Baron. In fact, I think they're fighting over... They're not fighting over blue buff, but, yeah. Yasuo's back. There's a silver lining for red. That's alright. He's 3 and 6. Anivia has built a Roa as a support. She got it 7 minutes. She got it 8 minutes ago. Wait, she had that thing at 17 minutes as a support? How? That's a lot of money for her, but she's now building an Archangel's. Wait. No, what is that? Why does she have a blasting wand with that tier? I don't know what Anivia's building. The team Jacob isn't on his team in Molga. Perfect. Looks like a fight starting up. A great flash rock from Anivia. Evelyn is not going to die just yet. Last caress for the escape, but Leona doesn't have the same mobility. Sylas is going to hijack Yasuo's ultimate, but everyone just has to run. There's no way they can continue to play. Except Sylas does like fighting, which means he has to flash away. Hey, Sylas likes fighting. What's that Q called? I need to know. Chain Lash. That's the one I didn't know. Oh, he goes in. He actually would have found 2 had that not been Anivia. It's Kled's turn to 1v3. He's stunned up by Event Horizon. It's Zaya's turn to come in with Blade Caller. Never used defensively. Going to stay on the Glacial Storm. Heals the Kled, though. Zaya not able to find the Veigar. Afraid of Yasuo. Kled flashes in for the remount. And Yasuo just going to die here. Zaya auto-attacking into the wind wall, but how does Yasuo get out of this one? He's got NATO available. Going to hit 2 of them, but he's already dead. With Baron buff available, maybe someone's going to push up. Everyone seems to want to recall a little bit. Jacob has his Lichbane now. He's actually really, really strong on this Evelyn. 6, 2, and 8. An outstanding performance from him. 38 to 26. Well more than a kill a minute this game. Zaya obviously not able to do this alone. They're not going to flash him with the Zenith Blade, going to stun. Solar Flare comes out. Zaya flashes over the wall, going to get Primordial Bursted down. Baleful Strike comes out to finish her off because the Veigar, of course, does damage with an 8-stack Magi's. And a Death Cap on the way. But you know what? I call worth because that got the inhale. And this game's already a mess to begin with. Okay, Zaya may have been worth 900 gold. Leona wants to go in. Sylas is here, so I don't blame her, because as we know, Sylas likes fighting, and he gets an opportunity to fight. Yasuo dashing into the creep wave, Flood justing forward. Uh-oh, whiplash. Team Amoga does have a kill a minute, maybe, but there's 40 on the blue side. I gotta say, I am kind of impressed with Jacob. I haven't been watching him too much in the early game or anything, but he definitely played a very controlled game compared to the rest of his team. And I think he found a really good plan for the early game. Like, dealing with his Kled, just going for the Herald. But that doesn't matter right now. Sylas goes in, uses Zhonya's. Solar Flare going to find a few, but Sylas doesn't have a way out exactly. He's going to perish here. Not much of a team in position. Glacial Storm going to slow up to Leona, but she should be fine because there's no more CC to be had. Evelyn is split pushing top lane in the meantime. Going to be getting this tier 2 tower, pushing it deeper. But without a mid laner, it might be tricky. Kled going to charge in! Not going to find anyone just yet, but gets into the Event Horizon cage. Going to be stunned up. Having some trouble. Dismounted. Pocket Pistol should get him out safely. Unless the Anivia does 0 damage. But she flashes in, gets the Ignite. And that's going to give an opportunity for Zion to do some damage with her Aggressive Blade Caller. Unfortunately, an Aggressive Blade Caller is not always what an AD carry wants to do. Jacob dies. CC'd so long he just can't get the ultimate off. And it's such a positive play for the red side. They live another day. Sylas does have a completed Zhonya's. Jacob building a stopwatch to be built into a Zhonya. Sylas on 5 items. Protobelt completed as well as Lichbane. Very similar build to his Evelyn. GA completed from the Zaya. She's also extremely strong on her, like, 5 items there. Well beyond her core power spike. But Jinx has also hit a decent chunk. She has 50% crit. For some reason, it's going to be Bloodthirster instead of a Rapid Fire or anything. But if she thinks that's going to keep her alive, then I can understand. Closer game than any of Darian and Steven games, that's true. They just smash. But Anivia now has a Leandry. Sorry, not a Leandry, a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. They're gonna find Zaya's GA, and this is just a totally mismatched fight. Kled decides he feels like killing Yasuo. So does Silas. He's going in. No more Abduct. That might be the end of the fight. Anivia gets Flash Frost. Grand Starfall coming in, going to kill up the Silas. Pantheon getting a very good dismount on the Kled. Kled is very, very slow right now, but here comes Leona. She wants a piece of the action too. Solar Flare available. Going to use it on the Jinx, but Kled dies and Leona dies, and I don't know why they wanted to fight that. It's a very, very messy fight. Jacob might get caught out here. Has the ultimate available. Going to use it to escape. Flashing out too. And God, it's a mess. Now here's the problem. Welcome to the lines, exactly. Red scales very, very well. The Anivia may be a support, but she's still an Anivia, and if she gets items, she'll be extremely strong. Because inevitably, if this game goes long enough, doesn't matter what role she's playing, she's going to have items. The Jinx is going to be scaling. Yes, Xayah is way, way stronger, but Jinx is going to get big. Veigar is massive with a 24 stack of Energize, and he scales excellently, and Yasuo's already hit his 10 death power spike. So I'm fairly confident that Jacob's team does get outscaled here. Like, sure, Evelyn can be pretty strong in the mid to late game. It's not like she's just an early game threat. And sure, Xayah has exceptional scaling, and Silas is decent, but Kled kind of falls off a little bit. Once it becomes far more dangerous for him to just go ham, right? And Veigar's got Dark Harvest, which just makes it even worse. Jacob was silver last season. He placed bronze this season and has barely played ranked, so he never climbed out of it. Kingslayer gonna cancel the Glacial Storm because Anivia has died. Well, if they find that, that's good. Baleful Strike does half of Silas's health, though. So let's TPing. Stop Yasuo from pushing. In fact, he's actually gonna kill Yasuo with a charge! Aggressive Blade Caller. We haven't seen that one before. Pantheon going to die, but a Grand Star Call out from the Silas. Super Mega Death Rocket point blank is fairly good, though. But Veigar also getting a kill back from the Silas with the Primordial Burst. Xayah forced to heal. Yasuo escapes. Xayah has no way to escape. Phantom Dancer not going to save her here. Unless Yasuo... She encounters a tier 2 tower. Now, 3 Infernals, though. Baron is up. Inhibitor back up for red. This is their moment. They're making a huge comeback. Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. So yeah, to address the Jacob being silver thing, I think Jacob's a silver player. I don't think he deserves to be in bronze. His game sense and mechanics are better than that. Gonna just kill the Anivia straight up. With an empowered Whiplash, his ultimate is still available. Excellent pick from the Evelyn. But the game's getting really clumsy, right? 40 to 27, off to 44 to 20. Yeah, exactly. No, the Evelyn is not going to find a flank here. Chain Lash gonna start poking people out. Interesting ultimate stolen from the Silas. And they're so sure the Evelyn is there that Event Horizon comes out. Now, red moving as a unit into their own lane there. I don't know why. There's kind of no reason. A ping comes out. Who's going to ping that assistance? We don't get to know, unfortunately, but red knows that they're doing this bear. They have a ward that's now expiring. With 3 of them on it. Evelyn is not one of them. She has to get there soon to secure the smite. Leona blocks the Super Mega Death Rocket. That's not going to be available. No smite available. Evelyn's not there. Made the Baron a little scary, but everyone was zoned out. Kled flashes in on the Veigar, who might actually go out. Aggressive Blade Caller. Insane damage from the Evelyn. Jinx's Guardian Angel is going to be popped, but she's surely going to fall because this Evelyn does so much damage now. Zenith Blade takes us out of the Glacial Storm. Kled finds his mark on the Veigar. Tornado misses from Yasuo, and this might finally be the end. That's it. 4 dead. Baron up. There's only the 5 and 11 Yasuo, who, yes, does have his core items. Silas flashes over. Guys, who cares about top lane? Just end the game. Who cares? Go mid. Go mid. Well, we've got a bunch of moves, man. They're gonna push to end. I don't think Jacob has identified that this is the end of the game. He's still top. Fortunately, they don't need the Evelyn. Silas gonna find that kill. Clutch goes to remounting. 8 seconds to the Anivia. But it looks like this game's gonna be over anyway. Blue team, after a series of throws, finally takes it in the end. Not the cleanest game, but you know what? Solo lanes liked fighting. So, obviously a very exciting game. A win for Jacob in the end. We're going to go to a post-game interview with the victorious jungler. Jacob, how do you think that game went?
Good. I have 2 things to say. One, I had one thought that entire game. You know what it was?
What was it?
I have to fucking pee. And 2, there's no smite on the Baron because I was warding off their jungler. I was actively stopping.
Fair enough. I was concerned about the Veigar, though, stealing it. You came back after a game, and at least 11 times since then it was aggressive blade caller. Exactly. I did not see that Xayah use it defensively once. Welcome back, Winter. Good to see you. So, outside of having to pee the whole time, what do you think about that game, Jacob?
I think camping the cloud was a pretty decent idea.
Honestly, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I usually don't camp lanes, but I figured I might as well since it's ranked.
It secured you your first tower. Like, it got him ahead.
Yep.
Your mid lane was super volatile already. So it's like kind of hard to bank on. I think that was a really good decision.
I think I would not have been as effective if I didn't get my rabbit on second.
Perfect. I think you made some good decisions that game. I think it was honestly very well executed from you overall. 9-3 and 10.
Yay.
You started an Argonian Bandit in Skyrim. Ooh. That sounds fun. Also, did you say S-, Jacob?
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't gotten an S- on Evelyn in so fucking long.
How do you feel about that Silas's game?
He ended really well. His very early was really bad, but at around the midway point, he started doing some decent stuff.
I was just watching him so often, and I couldn't believe how much he just wanted to fight everything.
Yeah. He pinged me when I let him die once.
I saw that! Like, I couldn't believe it.
I thought you died.
He literally walked up into the Pantheon and just died and then pinged you.
Yeah.
So
not a rank game if the jungler doesn't get pinged at least once.
Exactly. So what are you at now, Jacob? What's your LP? What's happening?
I think I'm 93 LP.
So if you win this next one, it's promos.
Yeah. I'm at 91 LP. Yeah, still promos. I'm getting 28 per win.
28 per win? Yeah. Holy shit.
Put me in silver, please.
Silas wanted to fight, which means he needs to flash away. Yep. That was one of my favorite lines from that one. Honestly, commentating that fiesta was a mess. Now we did go into some details.
I know it was a mess. I had your stream on my phone.
Right. We did go into some. So you heard most of it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went into some details about how I'm fairly confident Red outscales and it was really dangerous with the throws.
Yep.
Because your team's only scaling insurance is really the Xayah, and Evelyn scales decently, right?
She scales decently, yeah, but she needs an Empan at endgame really badly.
Yeah, but there's no tanks here. You just can't really go for the Pantheon, whose impact really fell off hard that game.
I actually bursted him pretty hard a few times.
Yeah, but then it's the Aegis, right, which prevents the rest of the burst. So that just makes it kind of sketchy. Anyway, I'm gonna. Are you ready to jump into another one?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if you
wait, actually first, you know that death where I got caught by Cage, then Anivia Q, then died.
Yeah, you just didn't have time to ult top lane, right?
No, there were 3 people in ult range. I was greedy.
Bastard.
I could have flashed for it, but I didn't want to.
Anyway, if you can set up your screen share, I am ready to go into another one.
Yep.
How did you guys like that game, chat? I mean, because I think it was a pretty good time. I think it was fun. Fun to watch. I'm proud of my jungler. You can queue up whenever you want, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Alright, back on your stream.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Your insight's helpful.
Is it?
Yeah. Also,
good to know.
I went top that game just to ensure that we'd have 2 pushing lanes in case something really bad happened.
Right, and it got you the Herald too.
Yeah, no, I meant like at the end.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah, I knew we
mean,
were very likely to end. I just wanted to make sure they had 2 pushing lanes just in case.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Gotta go again,
Probably-
Winter. Well, see you later. Have a good night. It was good to help you not get angry at how much you missed stuff in your game. Perfect. The camera was just jostling back and forth over and over and over again. It was crazy.
Someone just asked me to play League.
Wait,
I said no.
is that me in the background coming over your mic?
Yes.
What?
You're on my phone. Because if I open Chrome, it lags out League.
Oh, okay. Well, looks like you're in game this time, so I'll leave you to it.
Alright.
Good luck in Champ Select.
Yep.
So we're gonna do... Let's do the project theme. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Once again, Jacob's on the blue side, and it looks like we're going to see a lot of his team hovered early in this draft. And he wants to play Silas this time. Ooh. Now, it looks like Jacob's not exactly the kind of player who's going to counterpick super often, so we're probably going to see the Silas. Looks like the bands coming out are Mundo, Brand, Tryndamere, Yasuo, and Master Yi, all champions that perform extremely well in Bronze, so I understand why they're coming out. We have a Jinx band, Rammus, Pyke, Fizz, and Dr. Mundo again from the red side, and nothing that's really going to affect Jacob. He can play Yi, but I don't think he would have. Blue side versus Team Emolga. Perfect. Jack's first pick for blue. Jacob actually looks like he's still considering what to play. Warwick and Jhin locked in for red. We're going to see their AD carry and jungler. So now we have to determine what's going to be played. But it looks like the bot lane is tentatively going to be Caitlyn Sona, which is not a bad lane. Caitlyn gives enough pressure that Sona can kind of scale. Sona can piggyback off that and get some of her own damage off. And of course, people misposition enough in this elo that Sona is a very strong lane bully down here. So sure enough, Caitlyn locked in. And we're going to see the bot lane. Caitlyn to answer the Jhin, but Morgana going to respond to that. Akali locked in as well, and only the top laner left. Jacob does, in fact, lock in the Silas. Barrier is interesting, yep, but we're going to see if she follows through with it. If Caitlyn has Barrier, here's something to think about as support players. If your AD carry is taking Barrier, and you're an Enchanter, heal is often a really good option, because that carry just won't die. Kassadin locked in for the blue side again. And finally, Garen to answer the Jax, which... answer, right? All in all, a very fast champ select. We're going to see Jacob's Lunar Wraith Silas. That's a good skin. I've played like very little Silas, and that champion just keeps getting nerf after nerf after nerf. It's pretty intense, but Silas is super fun once you get his combos going. Whoops, not view profile. Oh, right, I have to leave this first. Then we can spectate. So yeah, Barrier is an interesting choice for the Caitlyn. Garen is running Ignite while Jax has Teleport. Akali has Teleport while Kassadin has Ignite. Here's actually something, like a little tidbit of mid lane knowledge I know. So, Akali has the option to 100% invalidate Kassadin's laning phase with some smart runes and itemization here. Because Kassadin's laning phase is predominantly Q poke, right? He's just trying to farm up, keep himself going, and poke the enemy with his Qs a little bit. But Akali can just say no to that. If she starts Doran's Shield and has Second Wind with as Resolve secondary runes, she's not going to take damage. She's just going to heal it all back up right away. And Kassadin is going to really struggle in that matchup. So we'll see if that's happened, but I don't expect we're going to see that kind of matchup knowledge here. I learned that from watching a Bjergsen stream. He took that, because, like, honestly, watching high elo players and just taking notes of stuff they do and understanding why they do what they do is so critical to, like, improving some of your knowledge. The Sona Morgana matchup, Morgana typically has more pressure in that, but Sona's poke is stronger, and coupled with the Caitlyn, like, we could potentially see some of this bullied out. I honestly do think Jhin Morgana is a way stronger early game duo than Caitlyn Morgana. You do have a high elo streamer you're watching, you're right. I'm still improving that knowledge though, so I don't have everything to give you. But honestly, like, if I don't have any work at school and I have breaks where I'm stuck between classes and can't go home because they're too long, I might honestly just do some research. Just try to get some matchup stuff down, try to improve my documents, get all that stuff going. Now, Jacob's team hardcore has the scaling advantage here. Jax scales like a monster, Kassadin level 16 is like an auto win, and Sona is one of the strongest late game supports in the game. But we do have early game pressure from the Caitlyn and the Sylas to play off of, because Sylas's level 6 is going to be powerful. Sylas stealing Warwick ult could be insane here, because just getting that suppression off, and Warwick ult does, I think, have AP scaling on it. Actually, I'll have to double check that. It might not. Go look at a subreddit for a champ. That could be very helpful sometimes. Quinn mains is one of the best for actual information, in my opinion. Oh my god, the Quinn theme is playing right now. That's perfect. That's actually a really funny coincidence. And Kha'Zix mains just put out a community Mobifier guide. Do you remember, like, did any of you guys look up Mobifier guides just relentlessly when you were new to the game? Because I totally did, and I just did not understand when it was bad. But understanding how to identify a bad guide nowadays, Mobifier can be a decent resource. Let's take a look at the keystones. Morgana is running Comet. Sure enough, Akali does have Resolve, so that's actually pretty good for this matchup here. Warwick is running PTA, Garen with Grasp against Jax's Conqueror, Jacob also running Conqueror in the jungle. Kassadin taking Electrocute. Now, I have seen an increase in Electrocute on Kassadin. It makes his lane phase a lot riskier, a lot more volatile, but, it does a lot of damage. And Sona has Dark Harvest. That could get interesting. Like, this it's less defensive, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. Sona can carry pretty hard in low elo. So I kind of like the looks of this. Here's another tip. Very low elo team comps typically favor the scaling team. That's why you see so many Master Yi victories, because it's such a mess. It's such a chaotic game that it's very easy just to eventually get those items and just outscale the enemy team. This Garen's in the wrist club. That's funny. So you always used to split the points evenly? Same here. You can't do anything if you stun. True, but try hitting the Yi with your CC first. It's easier said than done for sure. That's why I like picking stuff like Fiddlesticks into Yi, as the support at least. Because Fiddlesticks jungle into Yi is rough. Very, very rough. Anyway, the game's finally starting, though. Eventually. If Jacob wins this game, we're sitting with him through his promos. 100%. We have to watch them. Look at that Garen chroma. Wow. True. Let's take a look at the starting items. Akali going D-Ring, casting with Dark Seal, Corrupting Claw from the Jackson, D-Shield from the Garen. Blade, Spell Thieves, all expected stuff. The bot lane hasn't left yet. Blade again. Let's check out Akali's runes for a second. She sure enough does... Are you joking, Akali? Bone plating? You were so close. You were so goddamn close. Almost. Ah. Let's take a look at our protagonist here. Mr. Jacob running Domination Secondary for Sudden Impact and Ravenous Hunter. I personally think that generally Relentless Hunter is better in the jungle, like for the move speed, But Ravenous can be powerful in these skirmishes, so I understand why he's gone that. Bloodline, Triumph, Coup de Grace. I like it. Can't you go Bone Plating Second Wind? You cannot. They're on the same tier. Very interested in watching this Silas clear. You have to start E, right? Yeah, he already has taken Abscond Abduct. Caitlyn with a trap start is kind of interesting. Let's take a look at the Cassidon. Starting his lane phase now. Well, as soon as the game starts running. Turn out to see Q poke. And Akali's going to heal a lot of it up. She had bone plating still. Cassidon is definitely going to be on the back foot for most of this lane, especially without fleet footwork. It's a riskier lane to play. Take a look at the Silas clear. He's definitely getting low. Silas's clear is much more unhealthy than it used to be. So I assume he's going to run straight to the Raptors and heal off of them because he should have Chain Lash now, and sure enough he does. Looks like he lost a little bit of oh, kiting it back to maximize his talisman heal. Jacob playing this excellently. Jax and Garen are trading quite a bit, and Warwick going for an early game cheese gank. While the Dark Harvest Soda comes in, Ignite comes out from the Morgana, and here's the barrier. Doesn't matter. Caitlyn going to draw for this early gank. Warwick getting a first blood. Flash for flash. Morgana whips the Dark Binding. Sona going to get out of that one, but man, what an unlucky start for the blue side. 2 summoners burned. Flash not burned for some reason, and Warwick is going to help himself to Jacob's Krugs. Now, the Silas clear honestly looks pretty fine. He's playing this well. Healing up a bit. I'm just interested in seeing. Meanwhile, Jax gets ignited, though. It's through the Corrupting Pot. It's not quite enough. Garen not going to get the kill, and Jax going to be able to TP back to lane right away, but it looks like Jacob is going for a gank here. Gonna have to be careful. Whiffs the Abduct. Jax still wants to fight, though, for some reason. Doesn't even fucking get the stun off. Okay, Jax. Very nice. Honestly, for Jacob, it was kind of risky to go for the gank in the first place, but had he landed the Abduct, it probably would have been safe. Jhin with a Deadly Flourish is going to root up the Sona, but not much damage is going to come out of that one. Jacob focusing on the Crab because he knows the Warwick is almost on bot side. Jax TPs into a 2-level disadvantage. Going to be able to get most of this, but Jacob looking for the Garen again? And not going to find him. Now, he's really starting to get behind because the Warwick is farming up a Storm. 17 CS for both of them, actually. And all the gold lead for Warwick comes from that early kill. So, honestly, Jacob's not as behind as I thought. But he's going to have an unpleasant surprise when he discovers his Krug's gone. Currently just taking the blue buff. We're still focusing on the jungler, of course, so I really should be looking. Two of these passes. What are they called? What's the name of that? Petricite Burst. I like it. Cassidon getting poked a little bit. Warwick doing his buff as well. You know, now that the dust has settled a little bit, the early game's going to be very relaxing, so. I don't really care enough to do a play-by-play of lane unless something exciting starts, right? We need the color commentary, the fun stuff. I think we gotta work on. We should just watch the Akali possibly coming down here. Just keep an eye on that. Especially since this bot lane just has such shoving power. I want to take a look at the Morgana for a second. She's got... Oh, she's level 4. She's going to put her second point... Okay, it's going into Dark Binding. Fair enough. You don't have to apologize for lurking, guys. You never do. I'm just happy you're entertained. I'm just glad to have you here. Now, Jacob finding the kill for sure. Oh, he misses the Abduct again! No! That one was totally gonna be it. That was a dead Akali right there, I'm sure. But Cassidon almost level 6 now. Jacob is level 3 to Warwick's 4. He's gonna have some trouble here. He might hit it on this Raptor camp, I hope. Otherwise, he is behind from going for these ganks that just aren't successful. He did get it. I can't even see these health bars anymore. They're just on top of each other. Warwick looking at the bot lane. Cassidon, honestly, performing better in this lane than I expected him to. But with Jax barely being out CS, Akali 10 up, CS like generally even across the board. Like, the only advantage to be had is the kill. Jacob finally lands an abduct. Gordon forcing out Syndra's flash. No, sorry, Morgana. I said Syndra, but Morgana doesn't actually have a flash. And Jacob gets the first kill for his team. He's looking for Warwick. He's just waiting for Warwick to walk by, but he sees Warwick's not walking by just yet. And Jacob's going to try to burst out this crab. Now, this could provoke some action here. Jacob does have a smite, and he's going to secure it. Warwick looking for the bot lane. And Jacob knows he's close because the blood scent is on him. Walking past the enemy jungler. Chain Lash Whip. Here comes the abduct. Gonna get feared away. Diverts the gank excellently. Jacob in the right place at the right time there. Oh, Jax is dead. See ya, Jax. So the Garen is getting uncomfortably ahead because a Garen who is ahead, he's got some decent snowball potential. Of course, it's still a Garen, but once again, the typical rules of the game don't necessarily apply down here. Any champion can carry a game in Bronze. You never know who it's going to be. Now, chances are this is actually a low silver game. If Jacob is getting plus 28 LP, his MMR is so high that this is almost certainly a silver game. In fact, we can check that, and I'm going to. I'm going to check. Garen's just spinning, right? 6 IE, Soraka support carry. You know what? Sure, why not? Jacob's just going to get his red buff. I'm just watching from OBS. Let's take a look at the live stream. Yep, sure enough. Silver 4 is the average LP, or the average rank in this game. In fact, there's even a Silver 2 player in it. But that's probably a very low MMR Silver 2 player. Yeah, see, Jacob's just like doing totally fine in these silver games. So I can't call them bronze games? Damn it. That sucks. Sona wants the Infernal Drake, but it seems like actually bot just has the priority. Did Caitlyn die when I wasn't looking? No. Unfortunately, the red team does get the first dragon of the game. It's going to be an Infernal, and in another, I think 5 minutes? I don't know for sure. It's going to be a second Infernal coming up. Kassadin really struggling with his farm, unfortunately. He's falling steadily a little more behind. Now, I wasn't exactly watching the game at that point, so I don't know where Jacob was on the map or if he could have stopped that. In terms of, not in terms of like going in and stopping it, but in terms of being somewhere else the minute before that dragon end. Doing stuff like that. Now, I don't think Jacob saw the Warwick. He's going to walk around for the counter gank. Because Garen is not in any position to follow. Warwick ult secured. But hijacked there. Jackson's going to go in. Whiffs the infinite duress, unfortunately. The stolen Warwick ult is not going to do anything. Forced to flash away. For some reason, Justice rains down on Jax, but at far too high a health. The power core, the crescendo comes out. Caitlyn going to land some crazy damage. Jhin flashes in. Caitlyn point-blank ultimates. Jhin flashes into her face and dies for it. Sona walks on the tormented soil and also dies. And here comes Akali, who lands the shuriken flip. Gonna get flipped. Perfect execution out. Akali kills. Darian, does this happen in your games? Ignite comes out from Jax. Stun up the Garen, but this tower dive is ambitious at best. Here comes Warwick. Jax does die for it. Warwick is gonna continue getting the plates here. But in 30 seconds, Rift Herald is spawning, and it looks like, unfortunately, Jacob doesn't have any hardcore winning lanes. He himself is ahead of Warwick. Actually, no, their gold is even, because Warwick has also gotten that early kill. So he's even with Warwick. Happens in your games. Awesome. Crescendo, Ace in the Hole, Rift Walk, Hijacks, Grandmaster's Might. Okay, I didn't know. Demacian Justice. It is called Justice. Infinite Duress, Perfect Execution, Curtain Call, Soul Shackles. Yeah, okay. I know the ultimate names. We're good. They can commentate properly. Jax is clearing out some vision, and we just kind of want to watch the whole game, like where Jacob is. Let's see how everyone's leveling right now. Jacob has a... He's level 6. A point in Q, a point in W. Kind of weird. Kassadin is leveling his E first. The Netherblade. Force Pulse. Netherblade is W. Jacob gonna steal the perfect execution to use at a later gank, which I kind of like. Jax, of course, going for the W max. Caitlyn max and Q after starting trap. Everything looks pretty standard here. Garen Q max with a second point in W, actually. W max for Warwick, pretty standard. Yeah, everyone's about where we expect them to be. Jacob moves in, has perfect execution available. I don't think he has to hard disengage this, but he's going to. Gonna back out. Warwick coming in on the Jax. Infinite Duress comes out. Caston not able to cancel the Warwick channel, but Jax survives it. Garen goes down. Chain Lash comes out, and Jacob is able to get his name on both kills. Jax falls, a 2-for-1 in the end, and no kill in the bot lane despite the action happening there. A diminuendo power chord. Or, no, I think that's... Ace in the hole is not going to kill Morgana. Crescendo not going to land, but Ignite comes out. Dark Harvest procs. Morgana walks back in, gets hit by the Piltover Peacemaker. Caitlyn not going to be able to finish it off, unfortunately, but Akali is still top. Not going to find anybody, but a kill for the bot lane is definitely not bad. Let's take a look at Sona's abilities for a second. It's called Tempo. That's the E power chord. Diminuendo is the mini exhaust. Jhin is staying around dangerously with absolutely no assistance on the way. A well-placed Piltover Peacemaker could spell his ends, but I don't think Caitlyn has enough mana for it, actually. Yeah, it's 80 mana. She has 64, so she's going to have to back off. Not getting that kill, but still positive for the blue team bot lane. Gonna clear out some vision. How's Akali doing? How's the items looking? Gunblade not complete. Oh shit! No! What's happening here? Did I miss ice cream? No! Anyway, if you guys see some exciting items, let me know, because I'm not. We're gonna flashed over the wall. Soul Shackle's actually gonna stun them up. She's gonna die. Oh my god, she's gonna fucking live. Okay, good. But a double kill for Jhin. It's too late to ask you to bring me. Was Caston killing himself? Caston, how did Akali fuck that up? Holy shit, wait, Jacob might have a chance here. I'm just gonna peel the Caston.
I'll give it back, promise.
Too late to ask you to bring me one. I want ice cream, damn it. I want ice cream. My mom went out for ice cream while I was streaming and asked if I wanted to come, and I fucking missed it.
Shut down.
Damn it. What a missed opportunity. Oh, we're just watching Caitlyn. I'm sorry about that. I forgot. Garen is getting this. No, he took turret aggro. Jack, stun him. Stun him. Now, there is a fight brewing in the bot lane because Infernal Drake has spawned. Akali is here. Silas able to go in. No stun lands, but Akali gets out, of course, because it's Akali. Oh, he did stun him? It was just a short stun. Rift walk forward. Crescendo lands on 2. Casting mid will finish it off. Ace in the hole comes out. Garen lands. Demosthenes Justice going to fall to Jax. Meanwhile, Silas getting the kill. Success on the bot lane. I would love to watch that again. In fact, we're going to watch it again. This time, from the bot lane perspective. Sona landing the power chord over here. Warwick Infinite Duress. Jacob just goes straight onto the Akali. Going to be able to finish her off. Akali flashing out. Warwick not able to do enough. The Dark Harvest coming in clutch there. For Sona, actually. Does a lot of damage. And an overall success that should secure Dragon for the blue team. Once again, I'm very happy with how Jacob is playing this. Definitely proving that he does not belong in bronze. Jin's curtain call is not going to finish everyone off. Sona barely doesn't die, and Jhin just flashes out after walking up. Well, okay, Jhin. Why not? Abduct lands. Dark Binding not going to do anything. Kingslayer comes out. So much damage from the Silas, and Piltover Peacemaker finishes up for the Caitlyn. Jacob giving the kill over to his bot laner, which is great because junglers do want to donate some kills. Silver 2 jungle god. Yes. Yes, exactly.
No, if only we could get this kind of performance in LAN party.
It looks like Jax is trying to solo the Herald. Warwick is going to come across him though. And with Akali having... Holy shit! Jax damage! Does he have his Triforce? Okay, yeah, Jax just bought Triforce then. Archangel's complete for the Caston. Runic available for Jacob. Ardent's done for Sona. No core item done for Caitlyn, but Infinity Edge available. And now it's time for Jax to pay the price of not having pushing lanes. Oh, Caitlyn! Yeah, Caitlyn died. Akali goes in a little too deep, though, and gets ignited. She's going to die, too. And Jacob is in a position to do something about this Herald, maybe? Here comes Garen. Silas on the flank. I don't think they even need him, but he's going to abduct in. He's going to miss a chain lash. Not going to put any damage on. Damn it. Oh. Jacob confirms the kill with a splash. Is it Jacob's fault? Land party is just a mess. Well played from Jacob there. How are you doing, Steven? Good to see you. Here comes Jack's damage, by the way. Infinite Duress is probably not going to spell the end of Caston. However, Warwick does have Flash and Blood Sense. But Rift Walk, he's level 11. It's on a decent enough cooldown. Caston's going to be able to get out. Jax just said, fuck my lane. I'm tired of this Garen. I'm going somewhere else. He's bot now. With that, his tower is not down. I don't know why he's bot. I've got to be honest, but Jacob getting himself some money. He's 1,000 gold ahead of the Warwick. But it's only Jacob ready to stop the wave. He's just using his Chain Lash to do whatever he can. Channeling up his inner guy because he can possibly kill it. Does he have a hijack available? He does. He should take it. Warwick taking turret aggro. Yeah, he can fucking fight this. Jacob gonna kill the Warwick. Chain Lash not necessary. Focusing on the Akali a little bit, but you know what? I honestly probably would have. I'm a little surprised no hijacks came out because Akali's ultimate is available.
Blue team's turret.
Hijack is available. Like, I think he could have gotten a double kill there and saved the tower, maybe, but it was still all right at the end. Hey, look, Jack's damage doesn't quite work as well as on Garen, but here's a stacked Conqueror, so now it does. Now the top lane tower is probably gonna fall, right? Right? Surely. Akali forced to recall. Bot lane convening on the mid lane. Jacob is just keeping his farm up a little bit, but this Herald is only up for another 2.5 minutes. So hopefully with the strength of his top laner and just how strong Jacob is too, he's 5-0-3, hopefully he should be able to do the Herald. And sure enough, objective focused player, Silas on Silas, gonna be getting the Herald. Fight as he did, then ult the Warwick just before he... I think he should have taken the Warwick ult early before Warwick is forced to flash out and just kind of gone in. But in that case, I think he should... Yeah, he should have taken the Warwick. If he played it how he did, he should have taken the Warwick ult. No! Jacob pulled off the Herald to help his team in their shenanigans. But no one's in danger. There's no fight happening. Oh! Infinite Duress. Going to finish off the Warwick. Crescendo not going to be able to get anything, but here comes Jacob going to be able to kill Morgana on the back foot. Chain Lash available. Soul Shackles stolen. I think some late hijack use is coming out. Casted and flashing for the Force Pulse. Or take a Akali ult and double kill. Yeah, he had two very good ults there. And he didn't really take either of them. So now it looks like mid lane is going to be the objective here. Mid lane tier 2 is going to be a bit damaged, but we need to watch the Garen. Soul Shackles might just come out here, but Jacob's silenced. Soul Shackles, sure enough, he's going to back up, but not going to get the stun. He backed up a bit too far. Smite the Raptors for help. Doesn't matter because his whole team is available to follow up. Honestly, all of the ultimates on the enemy team are pretty good for Silas to take this game, as long as he knows how to use them. Silas ult is one of the more difficult ults to use in the game, because you have to have enough game knowledge on Silas to understand how to use every ultimate at your disposal and when is the best time for it. So honestly, Silas is pretty good at learning some important interactions, like just getting the hang of every champion if you're newer to the game. Although, you kind of have to know it already to succeed well on Silas. A Dark Binding comes out. Morgana's going to get the Soul Shackles out here, but Jack's damage? Yeah, Jack's damage! Oh, it's not enough Jack's damage. Caitlyn gets a kill because it looks like Warwick was trying to get... Holy fuck, Jack's damage worked. Perfect execution out. Jhin is dead, but it's a trade, and this should be a Cloud Drake for Jacob's team. Now, Herald is gone. They missed that objective, but it's okay because 3 towers to 2, 2 dragons to 1. Their objective control is relatively okay this game. Like, it's not... they're definitely in the lead. They're doing fine. Jacob's 5-0-6, Caston 6-0-3. It's only really the bot and top lanes that are dying a lot. And 24 kills to 12. We can see a significant gold lead coming up for the blue team. 6,000 gold. And they have Jack's damage, yeah. And don't forget, as I said in Champ Select, blue team has the hardcore scaling advantage this game. Like, this team scales disgustingly. So them being ahead like this is a very good sign for this game. Now, there was a hijack, hijacked Garen ult. Demacian Justice available for Sylas. You know, kind of ironic in a way, but still a powerful ult. Now, I don't think that gives him a villain. No, because that's Garen's passive. That's having some power assault. Jack's damage comes out. Jacob and Jack's going to get this fight started out, but Jack's going to fall to Morgana's Ignite. Flashed in, ripped to walk in as well. Jacob gets the kill. Dark Binding comes out from Morgana, going to prevent Jacob from falling. Diminuendo hits the Jin. Unfortunately, not Tempo, which maybe could have confirmed it into Kassadin. But you know what? A power chord is better than nothing, I suppose. Trailash coming out as the blue team's going to chase into bot side tower, possibly having their sights on bot lane tier 2. Jax being dead is kind of a problem though. Jacob is going to start stealing away some of these camps. No, the villain is Garen. Actually, it is his all pass. A big 3-man crescendo into a Riptalk and Kassadin, surely going to be the end of all of them. No ace in the hole up. Akali barely slinks away, but this is going to be... Wait, she went back in. Akali? Kingslayer for sure, right? Except Kassadin is taking aggro. Jacob's taking aggro. A bit aggressive, but Warwick's going to fall here for sure. Yeah, and then here comes the... But Garen's coming down too! Wow, there's just no objectives. A bit of an overdive from Jacob's team, but... Akali wanted to fight, so she died. You know what? She did well there. The blue team got really over-aggressive to kill her. So setting that up and saving the tower, honestly kind of worth her life. Warwick has a completed Wit's End. Jacob is on 2 items, looking like it's going to be 3. We have a Fiendish Codex and a Blasting Wand. I think that looks like Banshee's Veil to me. Kassadin is not going Roa this game. He is squishy. That's important to know. Jax has a completed Shojin, so you thought Jax damage was bad before? Just you wait. Fortunately, Jax is stunned for 3 years, so Morgana lives. Jax damage time? He doesn't have any lifesteal yet. There's 3 of them. Warwick's ult went somewhere, I guess, but Morgana's gonna land the Q. And Jax is oversplitting, I think, a little bit here. Jax is not, like, his team's not in a position to follow up any of the pressure Jax is getting on the map, because if Jax had died in the 3v1 there, while his team was on this tower or on that tower, you know what? I call worth, but he's oversplitting. His team's not ready, so he's not in the right spot for that one. Does he even have a keystone? What? Apparently he doesn't have a keystone when he's dead. Jacob's gonna 1v1 the Warwick here. Gonna land the Abduct, gonna go in a little bit. Going to heal up even more. And like Warwick just doesn't have the lifesteal to deal with Jacob's burst here. Yeah, Morg has 5 points Q, I assume. Yeah, 5 points Q, now maxing W second. Tormented Soil coming out next. Now Kali has ult. She may be looking to use it. Caitlyn on the minion. Some damage on the Caitlyn. No binding coming out. She steps on a trap. Garen decides to fight, so he dies. Meanwhile, Jax committed his teleport into the bot lane, if you'll look at your minimap here. So he's going to be getting this tier 2 because there's no one else to answer him, and Jax passive makes him such a potent split pusher. So there it goes. Garen is dead. Warwick is respawned now, so he's going to be trying to answer the Jax, but it's just Warwick. Jin's starting to move down, but if too many people answer this Warwick, now the team's in a position. Jacob's stealing the enemy's red button. Jax damage onto the Jin. Warwick whiffing yet another ult, unfortunately, and Jacob hovering around. Not really contributing to the siege just now, but stealing away as much of the enemy jungle as possible. Now he's going to hit the tower. Ace in the hole hits the Akali. Kassadin kills Morgana through a flash, but Akali perfect excuse coming out. Gunblade going to finish her off, and Sylas backing out, thinking of the dragon instead of the tier 2 tower. But Caitlyn doesn't agree. Perfect execution too. Sends Akali in there. Crescendo going to stop that. Jacob did not have faith in his team at all for these moves back. Jack's lifesteal looks like it's online now. He just has, like, does he have Bloodline? He has Bloodline, doesn't he? No, Alacrity. What the hell is that? Oh, I guess it's just Corrupting Pot. Now, Jacob is going for the objective he committed himself to earlier when he backed off from the siege. He's going to be looking at the Infernal Drake, and it's going to be Graz. This is probably my mom breaking my heart. Aw. My mom didn't get ice cream after all. Damn. So, blue team is going right back to their mid lane siege, which I honestly think is a pretty good idea. They have Caitlyn and Sona available, and that duo is very good at sieging between the traps and the disengage. Like, generally, if you have a long-range AD carry like this who excels in sieging, paired with an enchanter with disengage, Jacob decides he just wants the tower down. He's like, team, fucking step up, please. I'm doing this myself. Petrocite burst. Bye, tower. And I like this. He's constantly stealing camps away. 7-1 and 9 on the Silas. Very, very strong. But still no completed Banshee's Veil. Curtain Call available for him. I wonder if he knows how to use it. Darian steps on a trap. Has to flash away. Not going to die for it. But ace in the hole, actually! No one decides to block it for him. They just step too far away. Caitlyn finds a good opportunity. Jack's going right back to split push it all. Kali has to push spot. Sona gets moved up, but the Red Talk forward from Cassidy. If the duress comes out, going to finish him off. Sona flashes forward, gets the crescendo off, but she's possibly going to take too much tower aggro. Doesn't. Morgana accidentally walks on the trap and falls for that as well. Only Cassidy dies for the blue side, and Kali unable to stop this for now. But you know what? Perfect execution is up. She could maybe try to kill one person and die. But once again, top inhib down. Or sorry, bot inhib down, mid inhib down, top inhib pressure. Jacob going straight up to the top tower that Jack's left alone. He wants the objective. Objective focused jungler here. I think that's an excellent way to progress, excellent way to climb, and he's seeing results from it. Fuck, I love Jacob Silas. Like, he's so consistent at this champion. And actually, it's a red team surrender. So they don't even have to go to the Baron. It's just dominating. Blue outscaled, blue pushed, Jax got out of hand, the siege came through.
Jacob's in promos.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's very, very exciting, I think. Before we go to our post-game interview. Yeah, he was so fed. But you should have seen him early. He was 0-2 in lane. Like, he had a bad start. My casting was pretty bad that game, gotta be honest. My play-by-play was rough because stuff just happened so fast and so unpredictably, right? Oh, you did see him early. Before we move on to the post-game interview with our victorious jungler, I'm going to go get myself some new water because talking this much really does drain your throat a little bit. So, guys, enjoy the Urgot theme. I'll be right back. Alright guys, how are you doing tonight? Just wondering. Y'all having fun? I'm sure Jacob's having fun by now. We're gonna go to a post-game interview with him. Jacob.
Hi.
How do you feel about that one?
Well, I heard you say my Silas is consistent. You don't know the most consistent part of my Silas?
What?
Missing my fucking E.
Yep. Yep. You had some pretty unfortunate early ganks there.
Yeah, sad. Good thing I didn't die from any of them.
That's right, but they probably, if you had succeeded, especially that mid lane gank, I think that could have gotten you an early lead there.
Yeah.
You're just a little inaccurate with those. And you had a few fights where you definitely could have hijacked stuff a bit sooner. And
Yeah, I was
integrated it in your
afraid of
combo.
stepping up and I didn't realize I had ult back at the tower.
Yeah, okay, but that one I think you could have just 1v2
Like, I was
them after a
afraid.
while.
I was afraid
you were
of
right
quality killing me.
Fair enough. You were right to play back at first, but as soon as that Warwick got chunked out, you can like just 1v2 them.
True. I'm hungry,
So-
and I also have to take my dog out.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so I'll be like 10 minutes, I think.
Damn.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You could have done that like right after ending your
I
game if you sent
expected
it.
you to be a lot quicker after the game thing. And then you said, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some water." I'm like, "Well, shit, I should take my dog out."
You can send me text messages.
All right, forgot about that.
There's a text function on Discord.
Oh wait, actually no, it's not 10 yet. I don't have to take my dog out.
Oh, sick.
I would still like to heat up some pizza though.
Yeah. How long will that take? Like,
40 seconds.
perfect. Go get that 40-second microwave pizza.
Yep.
So, I'm taking bets, guys. What do you think the next spicy Jacob pick we're gonna see is? What do you think? What is he playing in the jungle next? Because honestly, I think he's going to keep trying to mix up his champion pool. Or is he going back to the Evelyn or Silas? What do you think? This is game 1 of his promos now that he's about to enter. Promos to Bronze 1. So it is an important game. I don't know what he's gonna do about it. What picks do you think? And don't say Camille. Just for the music. Alright, Jacob has... What's his overall win rate? I'm going to check his stats on op.gg for now. He's unfortunately got a 45% win rate, getting 28 LP per win. Jesus Christ, the game really knows he just got unlucky with his Sean games there. But when I say 45% win rate, keep in mind that's over 22 games. That's really not much. It's 10 wins, 12 losses now. So, like... Also, I'm pretty sure this hasn't updated. It still says he's 63 LP.
I've returned.
Got some spicy pizza.
It's barbecue sauce instead of regular sauce, and I need to stop ordering it.
Ooh. That actually
It
sounds
makes me
pretty...
sick.
I had some barbecue sauce pizza the other day, and it was delicious.
I prefer it when barbecue sauce is mixed into the normal sauce instead
really?
of just barbecue.
That sounds interesting, actually.
Yep.
I like pesto pizza. Have you ever had pesto pizza?
I think my mom's made it once.
It's pretty good. Like, instead of tomato sauce, you need the right toppings for it, and probably mozzarella cheese.
Oh wait, I think I've actually made it before for pizza bianca.
Ooh, it's pretty damn good. Anyway, I have my chat taking bets on what you're gonna play next.
Oh. Well, pizza's not happening right now.
You gonna jump into the next game then?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Turns out that 30 seconds in the microwave was way too much.
F.
Oh well, I'll eat it like mid-game if I die or back or something.
One of my servers has posted this picture of ducklings wearing paper dresses, and it's
I
wonderful.
saw that. It's adorable.
Jacob is not playing Zyra. Oh shit! I can't. Oh my god! I just accidentally refreshed my my Twitch
Oh wait, I
chat.
have to turn that back on. Whoops, I'm in a match.
What? Oh shit! Okay, bye, Jacob.
Bye.
Jacob has gotten into Champion Select without letting me know ahead of time. So all of a sudden, guys, we have a new game, and oh my fuck. Okay, good. That's not a Diana support. That would have been questionable as hell. I just have to answer some important texts quickly, guys. So we're just gonna let the champion select play out for a quick second. It would have been interesting to see. You're right. What song is this? Dominion login theme? This is so old. Oh my god. Jacob's on red side finally, and he has actual last pick to counterpick with. Nasus, Pike, Tristana, Annie, Tryndamere, Blitzcrank, Karthus, Teemo Brand, and someone else banned. I can't really tell, but Yasuo locked in first, and it looks like Jacob's going to get an Aatrox and a Sona on his team. Oh, never mind. It's a dodge. And it's a different team now. Well, that's too bad. Zed's login is bad, really? That's too bad.
Oh no, it's Malzahar top. That could be an issue, guys. Malzahar top is kind of not that good.
But anyway, Jacob keeping Tryndamere permabanned just because he really does not like dealing with that champion. Harder to navigate in bronze. Caitlyn, Yasuo, both off the table. Jacob's blue side yet again, but he does have a later pick, so we might see a counter pick come out. I was kind of hoping for some red side gameplay, I'm not gonna lie. And once again, this is game 1 of his promos to bronze 1, which could be really, really exciting. Annie taken off the table as well. Zed, Sivir, Tristana, Darius, and Echo. First pick support is going to come out here. First picking support is sometimes like a kind of dangerous thing. You need a really good power pick or something that's hard to counter pick. Of course, they pick Soraka instead of that. Soraka with Ignites, too. You know what? I can respect it. Why not? Soraka can be a disgusting lane bully down here. Check my DMs. I will in a moment, but I can't leave the screen to look at Discord without removing it from the screen, right? Shyvana and Lux locked in from the red side, as well as Malzahar and Vayne for blue. So it is, in fact, yes, you will lose a promo if you dodge. Yes, you will. So we have Jhin Teemo locked in. And Jacob is going to grab his Diana? No, he's going to go to Sejuani instead, actually. So we're going to see Jacob on a tank this time. Oh, just because his team asked for a tank jungle, he went tank. I like it, I like it. That's funny. And a Pantheon mid. They might actually be trading champions. However, it's also possible that they're not, because I'm pretty convinced that Pantheon mid might not be that bad. When you look at his kit, it looks decent against mages, and his ultimate can actually get around the map. But their team, red team, is pretty gross. I've got to say, Teemo and Fizz on the same team, as well as Lux, Shyvana, Jhin. Yeah, I've yet to play it, but I want to. That might actually be my next experiment when I play some normal games here. So yeah, sure enough, Malzahar top. You know what? Malzahar into Teemo? That can't be that bad. The Galio theme is so damn good. So you feel comfortable enough on Kiana now, huh? That's pretty good. I'm glad to hear it. So once again, we have Ignite on the Soraka, which is a little unconventional, although it's the standard support thing, so I'm not surprised to see low elo Sorakas picking that spell. Outside of that, nothing out of the ordinary. Every lane has an Ignite available to it for red side. She's really fun, yeah. whenever I have to play an AD mid laner, I think I'm best at Talon. And I'm also fairly comfortable on Quinn. I don't really have like a lot of go-to AD mid laners. I was trying to get better at Aurelia, and I actually started playing her decently the last time I played some Aurelia games. I'm definitely going to need to continue working on her, though, because it's been a while. Don't forget, guys, even though I'm casting today, even though we're casting today, you can still ask me all the questions as usual, because we're going to have some downtime in these games where it would just be great for me to answer questions or get a conversation going for some color casting. It's going to be like, this is pretty much the League of Legends podcast in some way, like from my channel. It's not a conventional podcast. No, maybe we should just turn it into a podcast. Hold on. That's not a bad idea. We change the focus of it a little bit, do the casting for play-by-plays when it's needed, but just shitpost and even like ask our players random questions between their games. That could be funny. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, do you guys think Jacob can win his promos with how he's been playing today? Because I think he's playing very well. Yes, you do? I hope so. I hope he can. So many of these old login themes use the same like leitmotif, the same like general melody that was just League of Legends. So this was the League theme. And they've kind of stepped away from that in recent years. If teams don't play the I'm going to be aggressive card, they always do. Now that's the thing though. Jacob is a tank this game. He's running Aftershock. Malzahar here has a Spellbook. Pantheon with Conqueror. Fizz with Conqueror. Is this a Bruiser Fizz? We're not going to see an AP Shyvana this game, which is probably pretty good. Sure enough, Lux is Aftershock, and this is a Guardian Soraka, interestingly enough. We'll have to see how that goes. Like, the first unique champion login, I assume you mean. Yeah, there's a few keystones here that are noteworthy, but not a lot that's crazy. Here we are in the actual game. Once again, Jacob on blue side. I'm gonna Nether Grasp. What's this called? Glacial Prison. That's what it's called. Final Hour, Wish, of course. Grand Starfall. No, we're just calling it Shrooms. So it's going to be interesting because, like, I like seeing diversity in someone's champion pool. Jacob's a predominantly assassin player, so I do like seeing this tank as something he can play. He's actually got a 75% win rate on it in ranked right now. I checked when I went to op.gg. It's his highest win rate champion. Or his highest win rate champion in, like, more than 1 or 2 games. He's 3-1 on it because, again, he hasn't played that many games this season. Shyvana going for the Machete. Machete is actually going to make Shyvana's clear a little weaker. Because with her W, the Burnout, it's kind of...
Minions have spawned.
It helps a lot to have Talisman on stuff like Raptors, on stuff like Krugs. Shyvana is starting blue. Usually fail, but I can try. No, I do like starting blue on Shyvana red side. Mostly because by the time your first dragon is spawning, your blue side, your bot side camps will be respawning again. Yeah, should have an E-star. Unfortunately, Jacob doesn't have a melee support. You would usually want to have a melee support as Sejuani because it leashes so hard. You usually fail, but you can try. It's good to have some other style because, like, even if it's not as much of a comfortable style, like, I'm an enchanter player predominantly, but I make sure I have some playmakers or tanks I can play. Make sure I have some mages. Because just in case a game calls for something completely different, it's not bad. Now, of course, that's different if you're a one-trick. There's more than one way to climb. There's more than one way to decide what you want in your champion pool. It's just my general philosophy is it's good to have options. Pantheon getting the worst of these trades in the early game. Siobhan is, like, hovering around, going straight to the Raptors here. It'll be interesting to see what this Lux does, because she does have Aftershock, which is going to enable, like, the WMAX supportive build. I'm just curious to see if she's going to go full AP. Vayne's Soraka's going to be poked out a little bit. But, Lux might step up a little. Oh, Soraka doesn't even have her, heal yet. No W, she's gone E. Equinox first. Both junglers just kind of making their way through the map there a little bit. I hope Bruiser Fizz, like, doesn't happen here. He's got Corruption Pot. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Ignite him, ignite him, ignite him. Yeah! Let's go, Pantheon. Pantheon's Aegis is such a powerful tool for him. It's called Aegis Assault. I knew it was Aegis, but didn't know the name of the move. But, like, it's so good at mitigating the burst from Assassin stuff. But Shyvana's coming in. It doesn't matter. Like, the wave is already pushed in. I don't know why Pantheon's pinging assistance. Like, that's just not right. He's out. He doesn't... There's no danger for him. Oh, it looks like he ended up flashing, though. Kind of think of it. Is Jacob gonna double crab this? Holy shit, he is. He's running straight to the second crab. He's a man on a mission on this Sejuani. Sejuani's actually pretty good at double crabbing, I think. She does the crab, like, fast. Yeah, here it is. There goes the crab. So honestly, a very good start for him. 20 CS to 16, but the crabs are with so much experience that Shyvana's going to be struggling to keep up now. And here he goes. He's actually looking mid right now. Gonna get that Q. I think he still has Q available. Not gonna find it. I don't think he had. No, he does have it. I think he just didn't want to overcommit with the Pantheon too far behind, which is a respectable decision, but he's going to definitely like exert some pressure on the Fizz. And the Malzahar top is doing okay. He's not CSing great, but as far as Teemo lanes go, this isn't the worst thing you can be playing. No light mining going to be coming from the Lux. Vayne's looking to just harass a little bit. Malzahar is definitely struggling up there. So, what's the game plan? Is Jin seriously getting rooted by that? No way. No way. Jacob wants this Teemo's blood. Blood for the blood god. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We want to watch top. We want to watch Jacob instead. Unfortunately, blinded. Gonna get Teemo's flash, which is good. Looks like the mid lane kerfuffle has ended too, so we picked the right play to watch. Pantheon flashless is a little bit vulnerable, but Shyvana ganks pre-6 are very weak unless someone's hopelessly overextended. Don't forget. Jin's completely Soraka going to be landing her star call. See, Soraka's just exerting a lot of pressure, and now it's time for Vayne to fight. She tunneled a little too hard on the Jin, I think. Repeat gank! That Teemo has no flash. Outstanding move from the Jacob, taking advantage of the summoner spell he just burned. Did I say the Jacob? Yeah, whatever, you fucking know what I mean. Now, Pantheon's got a pretty significant lead with Fizz just hitting 6, and Pantheon sitting solidly with his ultimate, able to impact the side lanes. But Aegis Assault available, Ignite, and he's going to live, right? Yeah, he doesn't use it, but could have dodged some more damage. Doesn't matter, though, because the enemy Fizz dying is a very, very nice thing. 3-0, 1 kill for Teemo, 2 for or 1 kill for Malzahar, rather, 2 for Pantheon. And Jacob's having a very positive influence. Getting both crabs. getting everything he needs. Now, if I were Jacob right here, it's time to recall, get the hell to this crab, start setting up the dragon with your Pantheon and bot pressure. Because the bot lane's gonna have to recall at some point. Jhin has a Raptor Cloak for some reason. You know, the wolves are fine to get, but you really need to get this dragon off the table against Shyvana, because she's gonna rush it at her earliest chance. And it's just bad. Now, unfortunately, Pantheon is not playing very respectfully here. He actually gets out with Grand Starfall. All the way to his tier 2 tower. Good lord, that range. Soraka using Equinox very aggressively. I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think Equinox does enough damage anymore. She is maxing Starcall. So good on Pantheon for avoiding that gank, but... because Jacob took so long, like... he's gone to his red now. He did as well as before. Shyvana does get the crab. And I think he could have secured it if he just recalled sooner, ran straight there. He hasn't recalled yet, actually. He's still just making his way down, clearing the jungle. And Shyvana has recalled. She only has, well, we'll talk about this later, because for now, a bunch of Thunder Spells running the bottom. Lux Flash is in. Vayne going to die right away. Soraka might be able to get out. Doesn't have enough mana for a Star Call. Dodges the Deadly Flourish. And this looks like a dragon for red side. It really does. Fizz has moved down. Bot lane's dead. Pantheon gave up a lot of his pressure. Jacob took too long to get down to that side of the map for the next objective. Crab is gone. Jhin rotating up. This dragon's gone. No, they just want to fucking kill Pantheon. Never mind. Fizz chums the waters. The waters are properly chummed. Pantheon doesn't care about chum, though. He prefers to eat at the Krusty Krab. Final Spark, or like, I don't know if it's called Final Spark, actually. There's a lot of finals in this game. Pantheon's just dying, though. Well, you know what? Jacob gets his Krugs, at least, and the enemy team does not get his dragon. I say his, because surely Jacob's going to grab it. Finally, time for the Sejuani on
2,000
gold for recall. Malzahar is having a slightly better time with his Lost Chapter now. Don't forget, Malzahar does very, very little damage until he has his loot. That's when he actually starts doing stuff for damage. Before that, he's just surviving. But with a completed Cinderhulk, Jacob is actually going to be a menace here. His team's starting to fall behind a little bit. The leads that they've carved out starting to slip away. Gold is now dead even. But a lot of that gold lead is on Teemo, who's out farming Malzahar. No, it's only 100 different. Where's the gold lead? Who's getting all the gold? Oh, it's a substantial lead for Lux over Soraka. Okay. And for Shyvana over Jacob. That's where the gold lead is. Shyvana's been power farming and has a kill. So that's where the even gold is. It's on the support and jungle, keeping them in against the snowballing mid laner and the AD carry who's about to be. But yeah, but that means the onus is on Pantheon and Sejuani to carry this game right now. Speaking of carrying this game, Jacob's finding himself a dragon. He's on a ward though, he's got to do it fast. And here comes Fizz. The waters are chummed. Jacob does not die. Switch comes out. There's 2 available. Finally gonna drop. Pantheon decides now is finally the time to come in. He took his damn time, that's for sure, but Grand Starfall kills the Fizz, takes the dragon with the same Q. Vayne's gonna kill the Jhin, except she's actually not, because there was a very well-placed blast on the Jhin. Vayne's in a tricky situation, ultimate has expired, she's rooted up and going to die. Honestly, a disaster for Jacob's team, but silver lining, they got the dragon, Pantheon got a kill, and Malzahar actually managed to kill Teemo with the Nether Grasp. So that top laner is going to start doing some stuff here. Like, he's got 2 kills now. He's solidly ahead of Teemo, 300 gold. It's not a significant lead, it's not huge, but the CS is being evened up a little bit. Teemo's missing this whole wave. You know, with a Teemo with no teleport. It's not a great situation. I think Pantheon was sorely lacking in map awareness on that one, but you know, Jacob should have a pink handy if he's going to sneak a dragon. He should be sweeping that, because there was a ward and they just collapsed on him. I'm saying that because, Jacob, I know you're listening. You'll hear that in a few minutes. Get a pink or a sweeper for that. Maybe, I mean, I personally like keep the warding totem on jungle for quite a long time because in low elo you can't. Here's what I think. In bronze and low silver, on the jungle, that warding trinket is going to be more valuable because there's not a lot of vision on the like. Hold on, look at the amount of vision on the map right now. There's a blue ward here. There's a blue team pink ward there. There's a blue team ward here. There's nothing of red. They have no wards. Glacial Prison comes out. Is it too late, though? Pantheon's Aegis is in a bad direction. Fizz stunned up! Jacob might be able to fight this, actually. But he decides to back off. Lux ultimate is so strong. She is AP, right? Yeah, Lost Chapter coming out. That thing is called Final Spark, actually. So you'll see, like, red team has pretty much no wards on the map. And that's not an uncommon thing to happen. Yes, Sweeper can help you set up some ganks just in case there's wards set up. And so it's still valuable, don't get me wrong. But in some games, it might be definitely worth it for the jungler to keep their warding totem. Especially since you can't necessarily trust your own team to ward either. It's a matter of preference. I just don't think it's a must-rush item down here. Anyway, bot is spiraling into disaster. Vayne is 0-3, Soraka's 0-2, Lux is 3-0-5. Building into a losing second. Teemo is half health. Actually, could be in some danger here. He's gonna have Malefic Visions on him. Yeah, there he goes. If Malzahar flashes ults, that kills. Because he can confirm the portal. Doesn't see the opportunity, though. I don't know what spellbook thinks he has available now. Malzahar can honestly tower dive for this, too. Because don't forget, the Malzahar shield can absorb 90% of the damage of that first tower shot. Pantheon continuing to play quite disrespectfully, going into a lethality build. And he does not see the Shyvana until it's too late, because guess who else is on that board? Aegis Assault is ready. It's empowered. Wish comes out, going to keep him alive. Here comes Jacob for the counter gank. Fizz does not have the means to get out. They're going to go for Shyvana right now. Shyvana's stunned up by Pantheon. And perfect. Fizz uses E now. Jacob can confirm this, but misses the second swing of his W, which is called Winter's Wrath. I don't know if there's one ability names, really. But a good counter gank from the blue jungler. And Malzahar really starting to assert his dominance here. Yeah, very, very valuable. Soraka getting rooted again. She's really having a hard time dodging these Lux ults. Or Lux Qs, rather. Lux ults. Jesus, could you imagine her throwing an ult off at that low a cooldown? And how's the Fizz building right now? No, that's Protobelt. The Fizz just has Conqueror because why not? It's not Bruiser Fizz or anything. That's usually top lane. Bruiser Fizz needs to die in a fire, by the way. Grand Starfall coming up from the Pantheon, which is why Vayne's going aggressive here, and the Silver Bolt is definitely going to put out a lot of damage. Pantheon takes the kill for himself, but Vayne gets an assist. Jhin dies, and it's very valuable. That was Jacob doing the Herald, by the way. He's played 3 games, and he's gotten it every game. If you are low elo and you are not playing bot lane, put some pressure on that Herald. In fact, even if you are bot lane, if you win and manage to lane swap, which is harder in low elo because people don't like getting their lanes. Oh, another grasp from the Malzahar. That's a kill. Even flashes for it. Jacob tanks for his Malzahar. And one more Malefic Visions is going to get him that kill. Here comes the Herald. Gonna push his Malzahar's lead even more. Intelligently not playing the bot lane because, well, you see what happens bot lane. A good condemn from Vayne, a bad ult from Fizz, and honestly this situation might not be as doomed as it looks. Wait, Shyvana's fucking AP with press the attack? Why? What? Well, she's got a Gnasher's Tooth and Runic Echoes. I have not been paying attention to that. That was Gnasher's, right? Not just Stinger? Yeah, it's Gnasher's. And they're actually, though, they put too much of their resources bot because Jacob has now gotten a second turret for his Malzahar and also Jhin Flash. Like, he's actually good at Sejuani, too. Is there anything this man can't play? He can't play both sides of the map at once. Which means Shyvana gets a dragon finally. So it's just Ocean Drake parody. Not the end of the road. Yeah. But you know what? I have absolutely no issues with them giving up that Ocean Drake to Sejuani, or to Shyvana. You need to see the Gragas. I don't think he's put a lot of practice into it, but I would love to see it too. We're still taking bets on what he picks next, by the way. Jago, if you're listening, take your dogs out as soon as the game ends. Deadly Force is going to catch the Vayne. Jhin does quite a bit of damage. He does, of course, have an IE finish. Vayne has no completed item. Item check, though. Pantheon has rushed Ghostblade. Jacob now building into some MR, which I think is really, really smart, because he's playing against 3 AP champions on the top side of the map, which is where he's mostly playing right now. So if this is Spirit Visage, I think it's an excellent rush, even if it's like Adaptive Helm. Actually, Adaptive can be pretty damn good against Teemo, too. Now, Malzahar is getting his damage going. He's gotten the Ignite out. He's gotten the Splash out. Uh-oh, it's Shyvana! Woo! Wow, they actually made it out of that pretty well. Curtain Call not going to find a kill. Glacial Prison barely doesn't find anything. Fizz manages to E out, but they're still exerting pressure. Shyvana's still just doing that. The 2v2 bot lane is functioning. Lexa's mid. Jacob decides, fuck that, we're not successfully pushing against them. I'm stealing a camp. And he does it quite fast. That Q was scary. And he didn't manage to get his E smash off, but you know what? He's taking red buff now. And Malzahar is helping himself to the blue buff, which I think is okay. What carnage have you missed? It's honestly a lower kill game compared to the last ones. A bit more controlled, a bit more subdued. Here comes Chum the Waters. Jacob to walk into that! Hey, it did 0 damage because it was a point blank Q. Final Spark chunks out Soraka, who's certainly going to have to recall, but with no Curtain Call available, Soraka shouldn't die here. They're continuing a mid lane siege. Malzahar really just is trying to extend his lead onto other parts of the map. Now, the scary part, people on blue team are starting to go bot lane. This is the Fed lane, and this could be a huge make or break moment for the game, because if they die to this bot lane, the game is in dire straits. Here comes Grand Starfall, though. Here comes Sejuani, who's going to be rooted up by Lux. Here comes the Nether Grasp onto Jhin, who's going to fall, and it looks like an absolute win for blue side. Lux is going to try to get over the wall. If Jacob has Q, he'll follow, but the Condemn was fucking insane. Lux stunned into the wall, 2 for 0. The Fed bot lane is taken out. I was playing Vayne the other day for like the first time in a very long time, so I'm trying to get better at her. She's one of my least played AD carries, and I was like, they can't see him. Yeah, he's stealthed in the bush. But I was playing Vayne into a Jarvan jungle, and I got this moment where he ganked us. He dropped his E. He was in the middle of EQ, and I just condemned him out of it. I just pushed him back to where he started. I didn't get stunned. I just walked out. Didn't even burn any of my summoner spells. This was pre-6, of course. Post-6 was a very different story when that just wouldn't work because he'd use his Cataclysm. Vayne's a fun champion, though. She's tricky to play, though. Like, you have to have marksman mechanics down. Vayne just face tanks that, gets rooted by the Deadly Floor. Soraka doing her best to keep a suicidal AD carry alive, but with no Equinox available, she can't cancel the Curtain Call. Shyvana taken very low. Jacob totally fine to tank that thing up. Not scared of the Fizz. Hey, Jacob, fight the Fizz, you're tanky. Wait, how the hell did they live? Okay, well, it seems that the Vayne is now starting to kill people. Soraka is strong, but not strong enough. She has gone 5 points Q. And now up on W. Hey.
This is Sejuani and the Malzahar coming.
A bit of a preemptive Q. Jacob's just going to confirm the kill on Lux. The pool from Nether Grasp is finishing off Lux. Fizz forced to flash. And there's now a dragon available. Now, no AD carry here to take it, but they just forced a lot of people off. And Jacob's pinging it out. You can see he definitely wants this dragon. It's a third Ocean Drake, though, so at this point in the game, it's not going to be super impactful, but if they're in a siege situation, that's going to make Ocean very powerful. Unfortunately, Blue really does not have a siege comp. Hi, Soraka! Why are you killing yourself? Jacob forced to pull off the dragon to save his support. Grand Starfall coming through from the Pantheon as he jumps right on Shyvana. Jacob going to kill this Teemo with the help of Malzahar. Pantheon annihilates the enemy jungler. And now it's time for Ocean Drake. Perfect. So the next dragon, ooh, an Infernal finally rears its head. There cannot be any more Ocean Drakes this game. There's already 3 on the board, already done. How much gold does Jacob have in pocket? Malzahar also has a fuck ton of gold, so we're gonna watch what he buys. Possibly a Rylai's? It is a Rylai's. Jacob, meanwhile, going to recall... Pantheon is a Black Cleaver finished building more lethality. Soraka with the Fiends done, building into Redemption. Jacob did indeed go for the Spirit Visage, while Thane has a Bork completed, building into Rageblade. On the enemy team, Teemo is sitting on a Leandri's Torment. Shyvana still only has the Runic Echoes and Nashor's Tooth that we saw earlier, but it looks like she might be building into Protobelt next. Fizz does have his Protobelt, but nothing more. Lux with a completed Luden's Echo, and Jin with Infinity Edge building into his second item, presumably RFC, but he could see a Phantom Dancer coming out against like, the Malzahar and stuff. Vayne manages to dodge a lot of this, using her Bork to great success. Tanks the ultimate and going to just straight die, but not before taking Jin with her. Teemo flashing over the wall into a Sejuani ult, which Pantheon is able to jump to. A 3-for-1 for the blue team, and excellently played. Soraka stepping on a shroom, burning down a little bit, but no barrier available, don't forget, because Soraka's got Ignite. Shyvana is one of the best to deal with this, but guess what? Pantheon is teleporting, or no, Malzahar rather, is teleporting to the top lane and going to make people very, very sad, exerting a shocking display of map pressure from a low silver player. A very intelligent move around the map, actually, if they can keep up the siege. But of course, Malzahar's team just drops the ball on him. They can't take this tower down here. Pantheon times it. Malzahar not even going to get that tower just yet. Damn it, damn it, damn it. But fortunately, you know what? At least Jacob's getting something. Jacob has also gone somewhere on the map. But no, that tower's not going to fall either. The team is spread too thin here. If there had been more people bought, I think they could have just taken that tier 2. Although it looks like they get it anyway. What's going on here? When did Teemo leave? No, they don't get it. They're going to be forced off. This tower could be down by now. I think Jacob made a mistake going to the mid lane in that case, because he's solo pushing it right now, and like siege potential is very bad, especially against Shyvana, who's just going to clear the wave right away. Now, we don't even get to see what she's shooting at, apparently. I guess we're watching Lux right now. Deadly Flourish going to find nobody. Curtain Call not going to kill anybody. And Jacob now backing up his Malzahar, who I believe is one of the strongest members of his team. Yeah, Pantheon's pretty good, but Malzahar is very consistent. Not going to die. A dodge on the Chum the Waters. So Fizz is not going to get in on this Sejuani, and they're just free to back out. Never mind, they're free to fucking kill Teemo. He decided he likes chasing into a
Malzahar and Sejuani.
Teemo, you are 1 in 5. In what universe do you think you kill the full MR Sejuani and the Malzahar who has ultimate? Just like what goes through your head when you chase that far? I think he's just Giga tilted or something, or maybe, you know what, he could just be bad too. Like I don't want to call people bad typically, but it literally is bronze. So kill a Jin, kill a Jin, kill a Jin. Oh, okay, Lux is good too. I like killing Lux. But the Winter's Wrath doesn't actually land. It doesn't get the slow. He's not able to hit his 4th auto because it doesn't land. And so Lux is free to walk away in this case. Hi, Vayne. Are you having fun split pushing? Fizz has no ulti, at least. That's the one good thing about this. But the ult-reliant assassin decided to go fight without ulti. A very poor condemn from Vayne, who's going to just not die to Lux because Soraka is the champion who has Wish. Vayne actually popping off now with the help of her Malzahar. He's not able to get anything more unless Timo dies to this Q. He does. So a 4 for 2. Shyvana is alive, but Jacob has just recalled. Getting his Warmogs, like, an unfortunate time for that. Pantheon is using ultimate. Here he is. Here comes the Starfall. Going on the Shyvana.
But you could have taken a mid lane tower without having to flash.
Kills over towers, guys. Blood, 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 blood. I want death. I want fighting. This is a blood sport. This is a gladiator match. This is all we're doing. We're taking bets. Who gets more kills? Who gets the next kill, guys? Who gets the next kill? Because kills are all that matter. I'm calling it now. Jacob gets the next kill on Infernal Drake. No, but for real, you're getting Vayne or Pantheon. Yeah, they do like fighting people. Vayne is coming back into the game hard, which is good. We want to see the scaling AD carry on Jacob's team succeeding here. Malzahar building into his Leandries. Leandries in this case is not to be a tank busting item. It's just because it synergizes so well with Malzahar's kit. This Fizz literally can't hit shit. Pantheon taking an ignite, an ult, like everything. Ah, the Jacob Sejuani ult not great, but he does prevent the Fizz from doing anything. Now it's time for Timo to die. Soraka gonna take that kill. Vayne pushing mid. Malzahar in the allied jungle. Hey, guess what? Vayne has Rage Blade. Jin, you don't win this 1v1 anymore. Next kill from Panth. Damn, you were actually... That's funny. That's funny. Let's check the items now. Soraka has actually built straight into her tier 3 support item. Rage Blade done. Okay, Lux. No, she didn't die, but she's off. She's off here. Shyvana damage though. Nether Grasp. Oh my God, Vayne getting so much backup from her team there. The Soraka with actually quite good map awareness as to when to use her ultimate. Honestly, better than mine has been sometimes. Timo decides he's tired of living again for the 9th time. Okay, yeah. Vayne's gonna finally die to Fizz ult, but Malzahar should be able to get something positive. He has his Zhonya's available. No, that was a stopwatch, not a Zhonya's. My mistake. Malzahar is gonna die for Vayne's insolence, but Jacob, objective-focused jungler, getting the mid lane. Oh, hey, Pantheon's getting kills back there.
Only a moment before I fire.
Gotcha.
Although I guess
it does end soon. It's pretty obvious it ends soon. Dive, 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 dive. Ah, fuck, Shyvana's alive. Okay. We're gonna see the more responsible option, taking the mid lane inhib, and suddenly, the red team does not have an inhib to their name anymore. Now, they could consider just keep, like, still fighting. Malzahar's dead, which sucks for them because he's such a powerful force, but he has his Leandries now. Vayne has Infinity Edge. I repeat, Vayne is at critical mass. Pantheon with his finished Duskblade. Fizz with his Zhonya's. Shyvana has a Spear of Shojin? What? Jin finally with an RFC completed. Lux with her Morellonomicon. And continually surrender votes just failing over and over and over again for red team. You'll notice that wasn't actually the first. Blue team is taking the best objective for the job right now. Just, they've got all the inhibs. They know where everyone is. They're just taking Baron. They're going to run it down and end the game right now as a cohesive unit, right? Jacob's fighting away the crab because that is his money, and he'll be damned if he gives it to anyone else. Sitting on 2,000 gold, Jacob is going to recall, get his item, a chain vest. He's building into stone plate now, but without a stopwatch. He's built the resistance components first. Now, what is he sitting at right now? That is a 4,038 health Sejuani with 222 magic resist and 168 armor. Jesus. Taking, of course, Legend Alacrity with his attack speed. Vaunt to life. Some pretty solid items. Or some solid runes. Meanwhile, Vayne is kind of ending the game for him. Where's Malzahar? Malzahar is sitting on the back line, pushing a little bit. These Baron minions are going to be overwhelming. Pantheon getting the bot lane ready. Pushing in, and then Nexus Tower falls. Here comes the tank. It's time to fight. Pantheon diving in on Timo, going to kill him with the Ignite. Aegis Assault doing a very good job, but Chum the Waters hits several. Glacial Prison misses. Vayne going in with her Condemn. Jin Curtain Call opens up in point blank range. This is going to perish to Pantheon. And it's going to be almost an ace, but it doesn't even matter that it's not an ace. Clear win for the blue team, and Jacob is 1-0 in his promos. Now, we're going to be unable to interview him because he's taking his dogs out. He's taking the break that he so sorely needs, but that's such a good win for him. 3-game win streak from our solo queue jungler here. Wow. Outstanding move. What do we think, guys? Clean promos, or is he going to lose the next one? Also, taking bets, what's he playing next? I'd like to know what we think he's playing next. Actually, I will get that response when I come back because I'm actually strangely hungry. So I'm just going to keep some music playing. And we'll meet back up with Jacob when he comes back. I'll be back before him, presumably. I just need a snack pretty badly. But if you guys want to answer that question by the time I'm back, I would greatly appreciate it. Who's Jacob playing next? And is he going to win his game too? Be right back. Alright, guys. I actually got a salad. There's a little too much dressing in it. Whoops. But it's a Caesar salad with like chicken and bacon and Parmesan. It's pretty good. We're going to move into a very late post-game interview with Jacob. Jacob, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay.
The tank was a very good choice.
I've got a few questions for you.
Okay.
First, do you think you're going to clean sweep your promos here?
I fucking hope so.
Hell yeah.
I'm actually playing really well today, and I don't know why, but I'm hoping to keep it up.
Second, are you aware, Jacob, that with that victory, you now have an 80% ranked win rate on Sejuani?
Yes, I am.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I think that's all the questions, actually.
Oh, what do I play now?
Well,
Kind of rotated my best champions. Could play Diana if the situation calls for it.
you can also look for a counter pick, or you can
That's true.
just pick something you feel like playing, because we're just going to see how this next game goes, I think.
True. Michael Kazakhs, actually.
Well, champ select will dictate how that goes, right?
Yep. Alright, time to start more.
I'm ready for you to share the screen, too.
Alright, forgot I need to keep doing that.
Jacob, what is your favorite off-meta jungler to play?
Favorite off meta. Is Kiana still meta for jungle?
Kiana's still good, yep.
Damn it. I don't really play a whole lot of off meta junglers.
Not even in
Echo's
norms?
coming. I mean, Echo, but he's become more of a jungler now, or like because they just buffed his W, or they're planning to.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I play Kai'Sa jungle, but
That's pretty fun.
I'm terrible at it. She just doesn't have a good gank entrance until she gets evolve, and by then it's already like mid to late game.
It's kind of
Unless I
hard
build
to...
Blood Razor, which I think is a bad idea.
Blood Razor is a bad idea, you think?
I think so. I think she needs the damage from her Q evolve to clear camps better.
Oh, yeah, you need the warrior, I guess.
And also, warrior is like jungle Kai'Sa is inefficient because I need warrior and a BF sword to hit my evolve, which is a lot of gold.
That is a lot of gold. No, maybe there's a different like Blood Razor rush that gets you more AD
Maybe.
for
I'll
cheaper.
have to check. I'll have to like look at stuff.
There you go, Jacob. That's your next project. You're just, like refine your off-meta jungle Kai'Sa for fun.
Oh god.
It's like how I've been figuring out support Nico.
True.
Anyway, you all ready to queue up?
Yeah. Also, one of the things is I'm really bad at marksman.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Like really bad at them.
Maybe Graves could make
Like,
it
you
easier.
remember when you're saying, "Hey, what can't he play?" Marksman.
True. Maybe Graves could make that easier because his clear is pretty
Maybe.
straightforward.
Yeah. And his autos are AOE, right?
And he's like the middle ground between like a bruiser and a marksman.
Okay. Wait one sec. I just want to load up this guide for a moment. The Kazakhs guide is incredibly helpful, by the way.
Ooh, good. I just found that on Reddit, by the way. If anyone wants to look for the Kazakhs mains community guide, that's what I sent Jacob.
I'm just gonna send these in our DM just so I can save them on my phone. These are like the most important part of the guide to me.
My cord. So, are we ever gonna see the return of the Riven? That's another good question.
Eventually, but I want to work on her a lot, and now it's not the time.
You're right. Fromos is not
I
the
want
time
to
to
see
work
if I
on
can
it.
actually get her fast combos down, because that would help me a lot.
Right, because I've seen your Riven and it can be a little clunky at times.
Yeah.
All right, ready to queue up?
Yeah, just one sec. Just respond to someone.
You're just getting yourself psyched out. Getting yourself ready
Alright.
to go.
Do it. Okay.
Chat, will Jacob win this next game?
Fucking hope so.
I'm having hiccups now.
Good job. So I think my ping spike issue has been solved.
That's good.
You haven't spiked once in the last like 3-4 games.
Game. All right,
See ya,
good luck,
Clint.
Jacob. It's time for our Bronze 2 jungler to see if he becomes a Bronze 1 jungler. And he definitely deserves to be higher. But first pick for Jacob. And blue side again! Oh, fuck, he's asking his team. He's asking his team what to play. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's changing his mind. You couldn't see him typing because my face cam's behind it, but he's about to ask, like, what kind of jungler should I play? And I'm like, Jacob, your promos are on the line. Just play what you're comfortable on. Now, what we see is a hover for a Jinx, a Pyke, and a Yasuo. The Pyke and Yasuo are actually pre-made here. So we'll see if Jacob wants to factor in that sort of thing when picking his first champion here. Oh, for fuck's sake, the Yasuo theme. Yasuo was banned, but so is Evelyn and Diana. Jacob getting some significant target bans here. Both of his AP assassins are off the table. So he's gonna have to figure out what to play now. Really, really unlucky. He's hovering the Diana. He's like, how could they do this to me? How could they? And it looks like Jacob's going to go right back to the Silas just to make sure he gets that magic damage on his team and has something he's comfortable playing. Because sure enough, the Yasuo player is now going to Talon. Illaoi locked in. Boykin boy, well, you're leaving right away, huh? Alright, good talk. Soraka locked in for the enemy team, which may be very, very hairy for her once this Pyke is locked in. And there's Kled. Potentially. The AD carry has now asked for a tank. Of course I remember you. It's not your bad, Jacob. Stop apologizing. I got you. Smash took your soul. I'm not surprised. Dude, I'm so excited. I haven't gotten a chance to play Banjo-Kazooie yet, but, I instantly downloaded Sans. Haven't played that yet either. I'm probably going to play Smash with Jacob shortly. Ezreal and Jax locked in for the red side, and meanwhile Pyke and probably the Talon anyway come out. Jinx now playing a hyper carry with absolutely nothing to protect her. Could be very scary for her, but she saw the team that was here. She chose it anyway. First pick could be a pain in the ass sometimes. Because your team can just ruin your team conflict around you. You're gonna have a bad time. Actually, notably, this was not a Talon in the end. It was an Aurelia. So, the Jax is going to be a jungle Jax. This is actually Jacob's matchup, and Galio locked in for the mid lane. Picked into a terrible matchup for him. Interesting. Galio, a champion who I absolutely adore, but who's in such a bad state that even I won't play him. This could be interesting. Let's spectate him now. Of course, we still have the same 3-minute spectator delay, and we're gonna have to pay attention to some of the jank. Another Soraka with Ignite, and Ezreal has TP, so it's a very mismatched style for the red team bot lane, because TP Ezreal, it tells you he really doesn't want to be fighting early. He just wants to scale up, get his tier, come right back to lane. But Soraka running Ignite is looking for kill pressure, and against the Pyke, it could be pretty tricky, because that Pyke matchup is not the best. Soraka is one of the best enchanters to pick into Pyke, because she can cancel his hook with silence. Her move speed is valuable in like surviving. She usually takes barrier, so it's harder for him to burst her down. But it's still an enchanter into Pyke. It's not a great matchup. It's just the best bad matchup. Kled has Ignite, but Aurelia's taking TP. Meanwhile, there's 3 teleports for the red team, as well as Galio ult, which is just gonna get him elsewhere in the game. Like, maybe bot lane, maybe top lane, we never know. Illaoi is going to get dangerous to gank from Jacob. So if he wants to kill this Illaoi, he's going to have to do it pre-6, and Kled can maybe enable that. But we'll just have to see, like, because Jacob has a lot of options here. That bot lane's going to be hard to kill. But Galio is a very weak champion. And, hey, perfect, you were just thinking that. Because top lane might be a good spot to check out. It's the Elementalist Lux theme. This is such a good song, guys. I need some water. I'm just excited to see how this game goes. I hope he wins. I really do. I want him to succeed. But I was just saying to my brother, I think my casting streams are a good luck charm because this is game 9 that we're watching. We've done one casting stream before this, watching Darian and Steven. And we've now watched 3 games of Jacob. It's about to be 4. But nobody has lost while we're watching them yet. There has not been a single defeat. So I think it's a good luck charm, these spectating streams. Anyway, the delay is finally over, so we're going to get a peek at everyone's keystones in a moment. Unless I crash, which, by the look of my cursor, yep. I don't know what's up with League right now. The client is very poor quality at the moment. It's prone to crashing. It's prone to just failing. Very unfortunate. So let's take a look. It looks very standard right now. Except for that PTA, Jinx, and Lethal Tempo Kled, actually. Interesting. Illaoi's got Conqueror, Galio's Aftershock. The Soraka you can't see, but she does have Airy with Inspiration Secondary, and an Ignite instead of the standard barrier for Soraka. Although I guess I shouldn't say it's standard just yet. Soraka mains, when they're getting higher elo, know that barrier is an excellent option. This person clearly plays Soraka a lot, like, because it's M7 behind my face cam, 239,000 points. But I guess Ignite is still very, very common in Bronze. Wait, why can't I see? Oh, because they all just don't have enough mastery, I guess. Game's about to start. Game 2 of promos. 1 over Jacob. Ooh, boy. I'm so ready for this. Okay. We're gonna take the opportunity of the song ending to stop it at the perfect time. Yeah, PTA Jinx really does catch my eye. Pyke gonna go Relic Shield in this matchup. You know what? I think that's not a bad idea. It's gonna be really hard to, like, deal with the Ezreal Soraka. He can definitely kill the Soraka, but, like, it's hard to fish for them. Soraka's still not getting out of base. Jinx finally getting out of base, going straight to her tower. No genuine defense here. There's a lot of people just sitting under their towers right now. Kled's doing it, Aurelia is doing it, Illaoi's doing it, setting up her passive. Jinx is finally not doing it, but they need to be careful here because there's this trap lane in the bush. Don't want to step up too close. Ezreal's looking for 1 Q. Luckily, it's her star call here and kind of gives away their position a little bit. So now their blue side's going to back off just a little bit. The important thing to realize when picking a champion in ranked is that, especially in low elo, everyone is very, very bad at the game. So what that means is you should just play what you're comfortable on. If someone else asks you for a tank, you think, do I want to play a tank? And if the answer is no, you just pick whatever you want to play. Because tanks aren't even required right now. Tanks are not mandatory characters in this game. Galio starting with a Doran's Ring and allowing with a Fairy Charm on her longsword, which is interesting. Galio starting to get the best of Aurelia a little bit in the early trades, because this is not the point of the game when Galio is a super weak champion. That's going to come in later when he's completely unable to CS when there's someone else around. When his wave clear is very slow, so the split pressure is not that good. And when he realizes he's forced to go full damage. Kled trading with the Alawi. Going to be dismounted, but Kled can honestly just get all of his courage back very quickly. Against the tentacles, Aurelia's hit level 2. She's looking. Galio's also hit level 2, but he doesn't have his taunt. He just has his dash, which he's actually missed. Kled got hit by a test of spirit, unfortunately. And Pyke playing super far back for whatever reason. He's level 1 still. Jinx is 2. Pyke is totally AFK. Kled gets flashed on and dies. Meanwhile, here comes Jax. Aurelia taunted up. She's also going to fall. Dies to the Jax right away. A very, very bad start for the solo lanes of blue side. Yeah, I can see that. Jacob, it's probably a bad idea to chat in here while you're playing your game. Also, it's spoilers, don't forget. Every time you talk here, it is a spoiler. Commentary 100. Thank you, Kill. I try my best. I'm not very good at it, but I do try. Yeah, and sure enough, there's the support. AFK. Well, that is an actual tragedy, but let's see if the Sylas can 1v9, because honestly, the Jax is scary, the Jax is PTA, he's going to scale up quite well, and the Alawi is going to be tough to duel later, but actually, no. I can't just look at the Galio and say they have a weak comp. So that sucks so much. The support is gone, and both solo lanes have died, and Aurelia may be dying again. Jacob trying to counter gank this, dashing in, going to get the Kingslayer off, Chain Lash out, punishing the Jax quite a lot, going to end up taking him out with the red buff, so very well played for Jacob. Keeping Aurelia alive there, but Aurelia's coming back into her lane for a second. Dashing forward, Kled landing the bear trap as well and chunking out Alawi. He's definitely trying to turn this lane around because it's not over yet. They're both at 11 CS at 4 minutes. Oh, good God. On Saturday, you're getting hit by the hurricane? Shit, I'm sorry to hear that, Kill. Stay safe. I hope it goes well. Kled jousting forward, the bear trap, and violent tendencies coming up with the ignite and going to just burst down Alawi. His W coming up at exactly the right time. And finds his moment to solo kill the enemy top laner. Galio looking for the taunt. Jacob's desperately trying to make something happen bot lane. Unfortunately, Ezreal is notoriously hard to gank. So he's not able to find anything just yet. Aurelia going in, pretty low health, but Conqueror is available. Galio does do damage, however, Aurelia. He may be a shit champion, but that's not where he's shit. Jax is now looking towards the top side. He seems to be coming on his way, but Kled has a massive wave pushing into him, so he really has no incentives to step up here, especially with the wards he has available. Test the Spirit does not land. I just need to make sure that's the right name of the ability. It sure is. Pyke has still yet to return. It seems it may have been past his bedtime. Good old Dr. Atheist, who is very likely 13. With a name like that. Club's Joust is still available. Alawi is previous wounds applied. Violent Tendencies comes up. Club's going to be dismounted, but the healing might not be enough for Alawi. CP comes out. Club's really looking for the remount. And Galio is just kind of here, you know? Just doing his thing. He shows up. Thank you, Galio. Am I playing? No, I'm not playing right now, but Ezreal has actually managed to get a... He takes a tower shot. Both in the flash! It's Soraka's Ignite actually gets something. Well, Jinx is in a bad spot. AFK Pyke is no fun. Aftershock comes out from Galio. His damage is so insane right now. Turbo coming up. Test the Spirit lands on the Alawi, but that's a level 6 Alawi, Jacob. You gotta be careful. He ends up flashing away from the tentacle. But that one becomes the vessel, and the tentacle smashes right into him. Kled was unable to follow up there. Dismounted, no charge available, no way for the top laner to help him out there. So the first like significant misplay of the series from Jacob. Jax is now taking his Raptors, possibly looking for this mid lane here, because Galio's capable of tower diving. Sure enough, Jackson's going to follow this up. Or Galio might not even need him. Nope, Galio doesn't need him. Jacob obviously not able to get a counter gank off, because really, that was a solo kill. And the Aurelia 0-3. You know what? She was going to play Yasuo, so I'm not surprised, really, when you think about it. So the game is in dire straits. It's looking very, very bad. 2-6. Aurelia getting chunked out by the Galio. Okay, what is he doing? What's his setup here? He's got Inspiration secondary. Shield Bash is, you know, pretty nice. Overgrowth getting him tankier. And now Galio is not getting a blue buff? Okay. But Jacob just needs to find a way to, like, make something happen. His team is 3,000 gold behind, and honestly, they're probably going to lose. So it's not a bad idea to make something happen. Aurelia whiffs her ultimate. Galio feels bad for her and just stops doing anything. He's also very low on mana, so that's not that surprising. Here comes Jax. Anyone ready for Jax damage? I don't think Jax damage certainly isn't online yet. Jinx is holding her own. She's doing the best work she possibly can. They're getting rooted. The Super Mega Death Rocket at point blank range is not going to do anything. Gotta be careful here because the Illaoi ultimate is available. And here comes the leap of faith. Going to smash them both. Jacob immediately drops. But Illaoi might actually fall because Aurelia is here too. And honestly, I call worth because they just need something going for them in this game. And so Aurelia, or Kled, actually, Kled getting the kill is more important. Because Kled is someone you can probably count on with how he's been playing. Sure, he died. He got first blooded, but I mean, like, he's closer. He's closer relevant than Aurelia. Good luck with school, kill. Thanks for tuning in. Now, let's take a look at the items right now. So, Aurelia has a Sheen completed. Jacob is building into his runic echoes as fast as possible with the challenging smite. Jinx only has a pickaxe, but Ezreal only has a tier, so he's not snowballing yet. And Galio has a completed proto belt with Illaoi sitting on Bramble Vest and Vamp Scepter. She is really trying to shut down Kled's healing? Kled doesn't have any healing. Huh. Meanwhile, because the support is still AFK, oh, for fuck's sake, like, Aurelia forced to flash from the Galio. And, well, her CS is competitive, at least, right? At least there's that. Jacob has even gold with his counterpart. No one else does. Bot tower surely going to be first to fall here. Because there's just not a support in the game. Wow, what a dreadful, colossally unlucky experience. Guys, we may as well just, like, chat about stuff. We'll start our podcast experiment, okay? I mean, Jacob's encountering the Jax here. Immediately pops Jax's ult for the bonus over NMR. Gets the Kingslayer heal. It's not enough. Jax flashes. Jacob's going to die here. Here comes the Galio ultimate, which does absolutely nothing. Charge! Kled going for Illaoi, and it's not going to land, unfortunately. Tiamat finished, as well as a Kindle Gem. And surely this Infernal Drake goes the way of red side because, once again, there's no support in this game. Like, what can you do? Jacob himself is now 1-3, unfortunately. Just trying to make things happen, but Jax is always there. Or the Illaoi, it's just too late. He ganked the level 6 Illaoi a lot, and level 6 Illaoi likes being ganked. Jacob, please no spoilers of the game state. Kled about to remount if he can just barely hold on. Jinx, for some reason, wants to go for the Jax, but he has his Counter-Strike. He's gonna get stunned. Jinx can't flash out. She's silenced. which is certainly going to fall to Jax as soon as he's able to jump. There goes the Soraka Ignite. Kled trying to remount, but not able to do so, and Illaoi whack, hentai smack. Oh my god, an outstanding abduct from Jacob. But, you know, it unfortunately just can't go anywhere. That was just a nice skill shot. Jacob looks like he's going to try to help the Aurelia here. He's going on the Ezreal, which is not a bad idea, but Ezreal's already dead. He uses Kingslayer on Galio and totally bails on the play, recognizing it's not his best idea. He's going to have to try to E out. Galio might follow him, but no. Jacob lives on this play. Aurelia is doing nothing. All of these Vanguard's edges are just totally whiffing. That's the first I've ever actually heard of Aurelia's alt's name. Vanguard's Edge. Interesting name. What are Aurelia? I don't even know any of her abilities. Flawless, Duet, Define. I guess I knew Blade Surge. Like, we're at the point where Soraka's got to finish Ardent already. 12 minutes. Jacob has a pickaxe still. Like, Aurelia is nowhere near Triforce. Only Jacob has a finished core item on his team. Aurelia better not go in on this. I was really thinking she would. Jinx just has to farm up to the best of her ability. Here comes Jax, getting the double stun. Jacob immediately pops Jax's ult, but I think it was a little preemptive. Not exactly the right moment, and he could have held on to it for the Jax ult passive as well. Kled charges into top lane, but here comes the leap of faith. Of course, Jacob chunked out by Ezreal, and Illaoi just has way too much healing in the state. Ezreal manages to snipe with the Arcane Barrage. Jacob 1-4. Kled dismounted again. Going to be a Vessel. Going to get Tentacle Slammed again. Like, the red side is almost like 10,000 gold up. There's not a single thing that has gone right for blue team this game. And it's just one of those stomps that sometimes happens in solo queue. There goes Jinx. Aurelia misses her duet. Ezreal tanking the tower for some reason. If I call Aurelia cannot just go on him for some reason. Jinx shoots her rocket right into the goddamn Galio. And Jacob really wants Ezreal, but he's not going to find it. He's going to try to turn on Jax and instantly gets clobbered by Galio, who has the haunting guys coming.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And I don't believe it. Guys, we are about to see Galio win a game. This is never before seen footage on patch 917. Here comes the Jax. Pop. And I think this game's just a wrap. 14 minutes, they're taking the inhib tower. Like, I genuinely feel we're about to see a blue team take, because really, what can he do? It's already hard enough. Oh, there goes Aurelia. She's fighting. Jacob taking Soraka off, trying to get out. Oh, forces Galio's flash at least, but he gets something for his team. Good foresight to use the Soraka ult. I think we can at least give him that. He's 2 and 6. It's only him and Kled with kills. This Aurelia is playing just dreadfully. Jinx has nothing she can do. Jacob making some extreme desperation plays, just trying to make something happen and picking poor opportunities to do so, unfortunately. Yet his gold was no longer even with Jax. Jax with a 1,000 gold lead. Ezreal getting close to 2 items. Illaoi with a finished Thornmail. Jax on Bloodthirster going into his Triforce, like... And if you look on the side of blue, like, they still have the same old item components. Now Jacob, with almost no money to his name, is just going to get his camps while he has a moment to. Oh, fuck me, what a tilting game. Looks like we're going to game 3 on the series. Unless a miracle... Yeah, there's the surrender. That's how 15. Aurelia tower diving the Aurelia. Aurelia tower diving herself, apparently, is what I just said. There's just no way this can be a victory. So, I don't know. Report the pike and move on, I suppose. There's just not much you can do. So, we're going to an unfortunate post-game interview. The first loss in my commentary streams. And it was just the most unlucky solo queue shit you've ever seen. Like, holy fuck. Jacob.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Alright. It was
That
unfortunate, but
that one
eh.
fucking sucked.
Yeah, but I think we would have lost even if Pike was there.
You know what? I think you're right. I think with the way all of that went, you made some pretty big desperation plays,
Yeah.
and the ganking Alawi post 6 was
I didn't realize
it
she was
late.
6 that first time.
Yes, so you really didn't have anything to work with. Alawi was your
No.
one lane where like you could make something happen, and it was Alawi. Your Aurelia was
Yep.
playing god awful.
Speaking of Aurelia, they friend requested me and asked me to duo.
How about no?
I'm not doing it.
Wait, weren't they duo with? They were duo with the Pike.
Yeah. They're the ones who said the Pike hit their bedtime. Why would you start a match?
Holy
like
fuck!
that?
I was making a joke about staying up past his bedtime.
No, his Wi-Fi got shut off.
No goddamn way. You're
Yep.
no goddamn
I'm
way.
not joking, but I'm not tilted, so.
He started a ranked game. Legit, I was making I was saying Dr. Atheist. He must be like 13.
Mm-hmm.
He started a ranked game past his bedtime, and his parents shut off his internet.
Yep.
Fucking legendary. Oh my god. Anyway,
I haven't even eaten my pizza yet.
you gonna eat your pizza?
It doesn't taste very good anymore. It's like a day and a half old.
Oh. That
The
sucks.
only food I have in my house.
Is it from a restaurant?
No, it's from Domino's.
That's a restaurant, Jacob.
Oh, I don't consider pizza places restaurants apparently. I thought I meant like an actual sit-in
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah. Fair enough, but...
I need to stop eating the thin crust. It's not very good.
So,
Yep.
Game 3. There's literally
Game
nothing
3.
that could have been done about Game 2, right? That was just the most
Yeah.
tragic junk.
Mm-hmm. So people who are on my friend request list cannot invite me or cannot message me, right?
No.
For ready to find a match. Oh wait, I need a.
We're 100% ready to find a match for you.
I'll check my profile for a moment.
You win this one, you're
13
bronze
wins.
1.
Yep.
You still got plus 28 LP at win, which is insane.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's kick ass. Not know what
School's
I'm
back
going
in
this
session,
game.
though. So unfortunately, there's not as many people cheering you on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it is time for them to go to bed. Fuck, I can't believe school's back. Like, it's so surprising we're already back
I'm
at that
so
point.
glad I'm out of school.
Yeah, me too. I have uni, which is different.
Yeah.
It actually does feel like very, very different. Is that the game I hear?
Yep, this pizza's bad.
All right. Good luck, Jacob.
Thank you.
Jacob has a third pick and is finally fucking red side. Do not say autofill support. Do not say autofill support. The support just said OMFG in chat. Do not say autofill support. Well, she's hovering Lux now. There's actually a chance we see the Jacob Udyr here. Interesting. Oh my god, I remember the Snowdown theme coming out. I can't believe that was 2016. Holy shit. Wasn't paying much attention to the bands, but there's not much affecting the jungle here. We have Brand, Malphite, Tryndamere, Yasuo, and Kled off the table, as well as another Yasuo, Lux, Thresh, Caitlyn, and something I can't see. The picks are coming in very, very quickly. So Mordekaiser, Ziggs, Udyr, and Misfortune locked in for Jacob's team, with Akali, Darius, and Rakan being seen for the blue side. So we're looking for an AD carry and a jungler now. Jacob's Udyr is not something I've actually watched yet, so I'm very curious to see how this goes. Jacob's banking on something very easy to play to get him through his last game. And it's Jinx Nocturne locked in. If this Jinx is the same Jinx from last game, she might be already tilted. Lux is gone for this support, though. So who knows what they're going to pick, because I have a feeling they're going to be autofilled. Morgana locked in, though, which is a very responsible pick for an autofilled support. Though I could also be wrong, don't forget. Now, there is quite a lot of magic damage on Jacob's team. Both solo laners are magic. Morgana does magic damage, but Jacob's probably going to be going the Tiger Stance build, and so Udyr Misfortune is certainly enough damage. But the thing you have to realize is that they don't scale quite as hard as, like, I guess the Jinx, there's only really the Jinx for the scaling. Akali does decent in the mid game, but I don't consider her a scaling champion or anything, right? Good old reliable, exactly. We're going into the spectate game menu. Ziggs scales really, really well, though. Ziggs is one of those champions like Victor who Riot doesn't usually keep super, super strong, because when they're too good, they just delete waves and you can't push against them. And it's very uninteractive. Malzahar is kind of the same way, but a little less extreme. But I'm interested to see how the Ziggs performs, because you really don't see many Ziggses in this game. I'm going to actually use the washroom before this game starts. So give me just a moment, guys, and I'll be right back. Back just in time. There's 40 seconds until the game starts. I don't think I've ever heard the Gnar login theme before. It's kind of fun. Wait, where does Gnar fit into the current Yordle lore? I just realized. He's kind of an outlier. Rakan has, Exhaust. So he's going for a more defensive setup in lane. He's probably just going to help his Jinx scale and then engage in the mid game, because Rakan's laning phase isn't actually that good. He can get stuff if he gets, He can get engages and make stuff happen if he, if, like, the enemy oversteps or disrespects him or anything, but Rakan's laning phase is not necessarily why you pick the champion. It's not his greatest asset, we'll say. So this is going to be the final game of the stream, and hopefully it goes well. Jinx's name is Sir Clown Meat. I hate it. I hate it so much. Now, here's something important. We're going to take a look at the Keystone. Misfortune is running Dark Harvest. She's going to be doing some damage with that ultimate. At the cost of less DPS. We do have the Udyr, who of course is melee, but it could be enough. Ziggs has a typical comment. Mordekaiser's running Grasp, like nothing extreme here. Conk on Darius. I don't know why Mord is running Grasp, actually, come to think of it. Isn't he also a Conqueror user? Come to think of it, I don't know what Mordekaiser takes. But Morgana's running Airy with Inspiration. Oh, this is a new song, damn it. We don't want a harrowing theme. We're gonna have to shut it off anyway, so. Circle. Clown meat, what a cursed name. Jinx running fleet footwork to try to survive the lane a little better. But we're now going to see how Jacob jungles on the red side of the map instead of blue. This is his first game of the day on it. So I'm very curious to see how he performs in this Udyr, because I really haven't seen anything of his Udyr. I think he played it once in LAN Party last week, and really that's all I've seen of his Udyr. I've heard it's disgusting. He played it very, very well with Steven the other day. Well, when he first found out he can play Udyr, pretty much. What does Udyr even start? He's got his tiger stance already. I guess that makes sense. Bear turtle, bear turtle, bear turtle, bear turtle. We're going to see some gates getting opened. Very risky positioning here. I think it should be obvious at this point that, like, they have vision in that bush, so everyone's going to back off, right? Yeah. Misfortune, though, is leveraging for a very dangerous position. How are you doing, Karibo? Good to see you. Udyr tends to start Tiger. Yeah, I just didn't realize. It does sound pretty standard. But I didn't think about what he wants. I mean, maybe there's a world in which he takes Turtle. Kaboom! Let's obliterate. Mordekaiser's got such awesome names. Obliterate and decimate. Those are the cues. Oh, this top lane is going to be beefy. Anyway, the game is starting. Both junglers going to get leashed on the bot side again, as is pretty standard in solo queue. You don't really see a lot of alternate starts that often. And Ziggs is just going to have to try to survive against this Akali here. He's definitely got the range advantage, and that's something he can use. Actually, he's doing some damage. Nocturne moving straight for Krugs while Jacob was going for Wolves. This is kind of a mirror of what we were paying attention to in game 1, actually. Just Jacob's on the red side this time. Right, there's also the Phoenix builds. Mordekaiser getting quite a lot of damage onto Darius while only taking 1 stack of hemorrhage himself. Rakan has actually started a grand entrance and instantly flashes away from a Morgana binding that would have gone awry anyway. Okay, Rakan. Oh, Darius intentionally gets hit by the Mordekaiser hand just to land his Decimate on him, which is actually really smart. There's not going to be a 5th stack of hemorrhage, though, so Mordekaiser's not completely screwed yet. And Jinx is actually downed. Morgana going to go in with the Ignite again, but there's no follow-up. Jacob ganking top lane, forcing out Darius' flash. Bear is not quite fast enough to get this. Never mind, he does get the slap. Here comes this grasp. Mordekaiser and Udyr. They're actually going to get the kill. Jacob getting first blood for his top laner, which is outstanding. Rakan misses his grand entrance. Morgana also misses the binding. Both of these supports are playing quite interestingly, but Ziggs is just kind of poking for Salsa Charge, and Jacob is now taking a peek. Hey, look, it seems there's a Nocturne there, and Jacob's lanes have Cryo outside of mid. He's going to just kind of walk in and put some pressure on. Mordekaiser is following him. Jacob is going for an aggressive invade here, which is not something we've seen him do today. And Akali is not answering. Nocturne doesn't have a spell shield ready to go. Nocturne forced to flash out. Both of them flash after him. Then they kill Nocturne in his own jungle. Akali finally seemingly following up, but Ziggs is actually cutting off her path. Jacob is just going to steal the enemy blue buff here after killing Nocturne. And this is an amazing start for him. He's really, really abusing the early strength of his champion. Which is good, because I don't know what the hell Udyr does. I know his abilities and stuff. I just don't know when he's supposed to be strong. I don't know what he does in the state of the game. Mordekaiser immediately gets his passive off, starts trading with the Darius, and is going to try to make sure he doesn't get that 5th hemorrhage stack, but is going to be unsuccessful. He does have Indestructible still, so he's not necessarily going to auto-lose the trade, even though it's very, very scary for him right now. Jacob is looking right now at the mid lane, just going to run through there and put some pressure on the Akali, force her into her Shroud. Using Bear stance, but just kind of moving through. Going to go for the second crab and 2 crab. Rakan still just fishing. I know about the Udyr Gates thing, right? The Gates. I know Udyr's like good at taking objectives. And the Ziggs is so far doing very, very well into the Akali. He's 7 CS down. Akali's got a lead here. Jacob has been spotted stealing all the Krugs. Now he knows his bot has Prio though. Although maybe that's not quite true because they still have a wave to finish shoving. Jacob is going to get rooted up. He's actually just going to straight die. Unless he flashes. He doesn't have flash because he flashed on Nocturne earlier. So that invade was a bit too much. Jacob's bot not able to, like, rotate as fast as he thought because, like, their bot is already sitting in the tower. His bot still has to push their wave. Yeah, the counter jungling is pretty apparent. Indestructible Mordekaiser. Gonna come up and slam bam the Darius. He's got grass, so he's healing. Here comes the passive again. Darius does not have enough time to apply the hemorrhage, and so he's going to fall here. Mordekaiser gets the solo kill. Bam! That's such a satisfying ability. Holy shit. So although Mordekaiser may be down in CS a little bit, that CS difference is the pressure he gave up to get in the jungle. Perfect execution comes up from the Akali. He's going to try to dive the Ziggs. Not going to be able to finish him off, though. Ziggs escapes, burning Akali's Ignite in the process. And he's surely going to teleport back because he has, like, no mana, right? And Ziggs is also sitting on 1,500 gold, which buys him his lost chapter. This is an outstanding back for the Ziggs if he'll just goddamn take it. Meanwhile, McPherson sets up a bit too far, forced to flash out. Rakan dashing in. Although, maybe she's not forced to flash out. She does have the black shield on her. Hits like 12 trucks. It makes such a nice sound, too. So bot lane forced out at the most inopportune moment. They are going to miss a lot of CS. And Ziggs, refusing to recall, is actually starting to force out the Akali. Jacob is running into the enemy jungle again. And it looks like he's going to go straight onto Nocturne. Which I want to see. Just steal away the wolves. Akali is starting to come back. Jacob, undeterred by his mistake earlier, is going to keep applying the same pressure. And he's just going to immediately run out. Identifies that the Darius is coming to stop him and takes the blast cone out. I'm just hitting all the wrong buttons. But Jacob, a clean escape on that, stealing the wolves away from Nocturne. Not as significant CS lead as we would hope to see, but you know what? He's still getting a solid lead for himself. He's a level up. So Jacob actually piloting this Udyr pretty well. He's willing to keep trying. He knows he made a mistake earlier, but Mordekaiser pulls Darius into the death realm. He's going to be so strong right now, and Darius, even with the hemorrhage getting on him, is just not doing damage to him. The ultimate does nothing. And now, out of the death realm, Darius is starting to run away. Mordekaiser decimate. Oh no, that's the shit, which one is that? Darius is his decimate. I need to know the name of this ability. It's so satisfying. Obliterates. It's gonna be Death's Grasp, which sounds about right. Jacob now clearing his own jungle, as well as the crab, making sure there's nothing more for Nocturne to take to catch up. And it looks like with Misfortune's priority, and Akali back in base, it's a perfect opportunity to go for the dragon. Nocturne does not have Paranoia available. Just get the first ultimate is so important for Nocturne, don't forget. That's going to set the pace of the game, usually. If Nocturne fails to get anything with his first ult, it could be very, very bad for his pressure. But Ziggs applying the pressure onto a tower we hope to see from a Ziggs, and surely he's going to be getting that tower eventually. The satchel charge is just what he does. Mordekaiser with no abilities up and quite a lot of gold in pocket. He's got 900. He may stay around. He's not a mono champion. Jacob, hover around the mid lane, seeing the Akali going in. Perfect execution comes out, barely doesn't kill the Ziggs, and Akali forced to flash out from Jacob if we check the cooldown. We didn't see it live, but we can tell it happened. Darius does not have his ultimate. He does have all this stuff. Mordekaiser does have a full bar, but no indestructible available. Forced to flash. Darius also flashing. Obliterate may come out here. Mordekaiser seems to have outplayed this, and he kills the Darius. Shadow Realm stat stealing from Darius Noxian might grow. Akali very low from Jacob's pressure. Not able to finish off the Ziggs, and it should stay that way unless Akali gets a very good engage and Ziggs oversteps. Mordekaiser finally recalling with the spoils of war. 4-0-1 on this top laner. Meanwhile, the rest of the lanes are just farming it out. Very low kill for a silver game, which I'm impressed to see. I do like seeing it. We got a much more controlled game. And all of a sudden, the quickies comes out. The con flashes in. Completion up, or like, move from Morgana. Here comes Paranoia. It's going mid lane, and sure enough, it looks to be successful. Ziggs is going to die here. However, the bot lane did disengage quite well, got Rakan's ultimate. And Rakan dashes in, and look, it's Jacob! Rakan decides to use her soul shackles, but Jacob flashes in for a second kill, gets a kill for his 80 carry. Excellently played. That's another lane that needs to be ahead. Now, Ziggs did in fact die, but the Akali didn't get any credit for it. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser has just sent Darius to the Shadow Realm again. Obliterate misses, though. But don't forget the move speed portion of Mord's passive. I don't think Darius is getting out of this one. Here comes Death's Grasp. In just a moment. Never mind. Just obliterate. Bam! This is a stomp good. Jacob needs it. The last game is completely out of his control. Just a stomp in the enemy favor. I'm happy to see it. Mordekaiser extending his big dick influence on the mid lane. Kali's too fast. She's like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Manages to escape, but let's check the items now because it's about that time. We've not been paying much attention. Ziggs is fucking rushing Death Cap. What the hell? What did he sell to get these items? Mordekaiser is making an extremely intelligent Zanya's rush against the Darius just to shut him out harder. And especially important because Nocturne is also an AD jungler, so it means Mordekaiser is going to be able to push out with very little consequence. He secures the crab for topside and is just going to start fighting Darius again. He is totally indestructible. Blam! And Mordekaiser and Udyr just together absolutely carrying this game. Misfortune kind of botching her mechanics a little bit, but still doing a lot of damage to Jinx. Dark Harvest comes out. No ultimate available yet. Messes up the Q. Double up not here. Ultimate available though. And Rakan unable to root from a great black shield by Morgana, preserving the Misfortune ult. Double kill for the bot lane. Meanwhile, Jacob's got his solo lane goons, just making Nocturne's life even more hell, while doing the Herald. Objective-focused jungler, every single game he's been ahead has secured this Rift Herald. The only game he didn't get a Rift Herald is the game where the Rift Herald, like the game just wasn't long enough to get Rift Herald. Presumably giving this to Mordekaiser, right? It looks like in the end, yeah, Mord's gonna grab it. Mord was trying to give it to Udyr, I think. It's time to extend their influence elsewhere. Now, actually, the bot lane tower has a surprising amount of plates down, which I haven't been playing. I haven't been paying that much attention to. Jinx gonna get rooted up. Misfortune does so much damage with the Dark Harvest. Now, Paranoia comes out. Misfortune in danger. Nocturne going to actually get the kill, but Morgana might get out of this. Unfortunately, she's rooted from Jinx traps. She's going to have to fight her way out, but Nocturne is going to do significant damage. Morgana, no abilities. Up 2 pools on the ground, but Rakan's grand entrance is going to knock her up and secure the kill. Mordekaiser, meanwhile, summoning the Rift Herald on bot lane. There's just no possible answer for this because of all the resources committed bot, so it's really not worth it in the end. Darius is pushing top. He may get tier 1, but does that really matter? Mordekaiser putting a Kali in the Death Realm. There's an ongoing bug where I'm pretty sure the Shroud comes in. Jacob just encounters Nocturne. He catches him on the rotation. Ziggs Satchel Charge is going to take out the tier 2 tower. Here comes Rakan, but Rakan, what are you going to do to the Mordekaiser? Even Super Mega Death Rocket isn't enough. They're definitely trading the tier 1 tower up here. No, not even. Darius only has 2 plates down. And with just a phage, might not even do enough. Misfortune with a finished Dusk Plate. She's not going the Bork build. She's just going straight into lethality, and it's working for her. Especially with her Keystone choice. Meanwhile, Ziggs is just trying to hold his own here. Ziggs wave clear is, of course, outstanding. Of course, we have to see what happens with him rushing Death Cap instead of any mana. Mordekaiser has an available teleport to stop the Darius if he just wants to shut it down even further. But first tower is already gone, and Misfortune's about to get another plate. 11 plates secured for red side. And here comes Jacob, who really wants the Ocean Drake. Mordekaiser has already committed his TP though, and Misfortune is going to use the ultimate. It's just going to kill Rakan though, even through Jinx's heal. And so this should be an opportunity for Jacob to start the dragon. Or maybe he wants to contribute to this fight. Jinx is available, the Udyr's very fast, but no, he doesn't quite want to go in there. Death Cap complete for Ziggs. You know, Misfortune kind of does want to finish it, but Jacob, objective-focused player, goes straight for the Ocean Drake. Second Ocean Drake of the game. And Ziggs decides to make Darius' life even more hellish by going up there. Now that does make... No one's paid the QSS tax yet. Exactly. People aren't thinking about that. You have to pay the QSS tax against Mordekaiser. Obliterate comes out. Mordekaiser gets the move speed from his passive. Ocean Drake secured. And Misfortune is literally walking in a Kali's face. That's how fed she is. There was a risk of sending Ziggs up top lane because that does create a numbers disadvantage on the dragon that they're trying to secure, but like they're just so far ahead that it really doesn't matter. This Misfortune is just kind of walking on people. Jacob is securing that lead for his bot lane, just got them snowballing to an unbelievable degree. And so we have our second stomp of the day, only this time for the second stomp of the day, but this time it's in Jacob's favor. They're going to steal that buff away. What does Nocturne see us at? 70 to Jacob's 90. I think he's just given the buff over to Mordekaiser. No, he took it himself. Paranoia comes out though. He goes on the Misfortune. Nocturne absorbs the Dark Binding with his spell shield, and Misfortune does get a little too cocky for her own good. Jinx forced to flash away from Jacob though, and here comes Ziggs as well as Death's Grasp. This Mega Inferno Bomb going to finish it, but Akali is probably going to be able to finish off the Morgana unless she botches it entirely and gets like rooted under tower. Rakan not able to finish it off either, and if another Dark Binding comes out, we could see Rakan not dead, but Akali, a horrible misplay. The Morgana gets out. Exhaust burned too. Ziggs should be able to escape. Satchel charges, I believe, up. No, not yet, actually. But Mordekaiser just takes him into his death realm, and Ziggs is totally fine to just do his own thing. Bye, Darius. Darius is now 0-6-0. A really, really tragic game. People can't dive in this elo. It's messy. They really can't. They don't know how to like manage the aggro or do stuff cleanly enough to not die. Jacob is bronze 2, although that's a little deceptive because this game is about silver 4. Now Mordekaiser just sitting up here with his friend Ziggs. Mordekaiser going to use his Zhonya's to like prevent the fear. Gets more passive damage out, but like he's going to end up falling eventually. Kills the Rakan, but Jinx is now excited. Might actually gun down the Ziggs. Ziggs flashes on the other side. I don't know what he's going for, but it's just a very poor play from him. Now, Jacob is building into his Triforce. He's actually doing pretty well. He's come back. An unfortunate throw from the Mordekaiser. The shutdown was worth 800 gold total. He's been putting out a lot. Ziggs made an interesting play. Now, a bunch of those kills went on the Nocturne. Nocturne is 4, 3, and 2, so Nocturne is really the last hope for blue team. If he's able to carry and extend his like resources onto someone else on his team, there's a chance that they can actually still make a comeback here. Here comes the Paranoia. He's not going to jump on the Misfortune just yet. There he goes. Now that he's in range, Fear coming out, and Misfortune surely just going to die. She ends up getting Fear and flashing away too late, and Nocturne gets his 5th kill of the game. Just capitalized on this Misfortune, who's constantly out of position. Zhonya's into Rylai's, and Mordekaiser's actually going into Leandry's now. I assume to shred the Darius even further and to capitalize on his passive. Morgana is now pushing up very aggressively in a 1v3 situation. And Jacob has found an isolated AD carry. He still gets the auto attacks though, and she's dead. Speaking of isolated targets, hi Morgana. Mega Inferno Bomb coming out though. Everyone gets out. Mordekaiser taking Akali. No, not successfully taking Akali into the death realm. Now he's got somebody. He's got Rakan in the death realm. Ziggs trying to just put some damage out, so when Mordekaiser comes out, it's way safer. Rakan is not going to fall though. And coming on the death realm, Darius is able to kill Mordekaiser. Rakan just hanging in there long enough, and Red's getting very sloppy with their lead. Jacob did kill the AD carry, like he did some stuff that was just fine, and he's going to be backing up his Ziggs here. They can see Akali pushing, and they can't see anybody else, but don't forget, it's still 5 towers down for red side, and blue is definitely... Blue's getting their first tower of the game now. Zhonya's is a risk. I see it making sense. Misfortune finally finds the Nocturne in a position where she can kill it. She heals up to survive the super mega death rocket. Excuse me, I'm getting all my megas confused because Ziggs and Jinx are in the same game. Misfortune gets a good flank on, and then the team's able to capitalize, collapse on the Rakan, protect her, and just put some work in. So now they're finally establishing, they're exerting their pressure back. Now just we need to see what objective they're going for, and it looks like Jacob is trying to set up the dragon, which is currently spawning. And what kind of dragon is it right now? It's a mountain dragon, a super powerful dragon, especially having Udyr on your team. If the name of the game seems to be Siege and get objectives, this mountain is going to be extremely valuable. Ziggs is pushing out though. Ziggs is now building a Zhonya's Hourglass of his own. Where is the Ludens though? Like, where's the Mana Sustain? It's just such a weird build from Ziggs, but you know, he's doing some work. I just think it's very suboptimal. A Death Bush coming out from Jacob's team. You're not involved in it. Morgana's popping the Scryer's Blue. May give away some of their position. No one taking the bait. They're just going to run mid and try to kill the Akali. Immediately got down by Morgana. Megan Flame Bomb coming down, and she might escape barely. Rakan doing very well on the peel. So yeah, Rakan gets them both out. Mordekaiser doesn't commit his death round, though. Jacob trying to back. He just chunked out 2 people. There's a chance they can do Baron, actually. Baron would be such a good rush here. Baron would be outstanding, but Jacob is recalled and he's just kind of pushing mid. Udyr and Lord of the Mountain. Now that's Trundle's turret direct destruction. They're going to shred. And don't forget, they have a Ziggs, too. Jacob taking a little too much time in his own jungle for comfort, based on where his team is sitting right now. Everyone alive. But some of this push potential is being squandered. Jacob is just setting up some vision around the Baron by taking Crab and possibly might join his own team or might like get a split push going. He's got quite a number of options. He's going to be death pushing instead, and 3 people are going to find him because he's sitting on a ward. That, I think, is quite a bit of a waste of time from Jacob. I think he played that macro quite poorly, but hey, he finds a Jinx, so it's all good. Mordekaiser takes Darius into his death realm. Udyr starts ravaging with Han. He's shielded from Morgana, so he's totally fine. Darius is now doing some damage, but it's not quite enough. Super Mega Inferno Bomb. We're going to call it super because it was a super throw. Good arm, Ziggs. And so many people dead, they have a decision to make. They can go for either Baron or the mid tower, and it looks like Mordekaiser barely doesn't catch the Nocturne. There's no wave clear available for blue side, and it looks like they're going to go for the tower. Nocturne can't step up to this. He's so scared. And Satchel Charge comes out. Like, you have a Ziggs. You're just so good at taking towers. Outstanding. Inhibitor down at 21.5 minutes. And so caution pings come out. They start backing out. Morgana is just sitting there. Please, for the love of God, don't tell me she's AFK. Ziggs staying back to try to help her, but no, she realizes Morgana's just auto-attacking. She's disconnected. That's really bad. A very obvious sore spot for the red team. Like, when they're just trying to exert their pressure. Now, Morgana does have a finished Zanya's. Misfortune's running double lethality with no boots. Ziggs has his completed Zanya's with no boots. Mordekaiser, now finished with the Leandry's Torment, seems to be going for a Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Jacob gets engaged on by the Nocturne, but he just does so much damage. It's going to be close. Jacob feared up. Turtle stance? No. Nocturne's too strong. Going to be able to take out the Udyr. Jacob's greed, like, I want to say greed. Yeah, Jacob's greed for 80 carry booty bites him in the ass. He's not able to finish off that kill. Now, Akali is still very weak. She's only got the Gunblade. Jinx still doesn't have a completed item. Darius has Triforce. Jinx just died to minions. Did I just watch that right? No way. I think... Oh, and Morgana's back, by the way. Something must have happened. I think Jacob's team has definitely got this in the bag. Don't like Rylai's on board. I think Rylai's was really, really good on Baltimore, don't forget. And still with his passive, it just makes him so sticky. Mordekaiser, as a Juggernaut, really just likes being sticky, right? The enemy, or like the red team bot lane is just rushing into the enemy base. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser is exerting some pressure top. Ziggs is exerting some pressure at bot. Misfortune and Morgana can't walk up too far, but Ziggs is surely going to get this tower. Nobody's doing Baron right now, but they're just running like a 1-3-1, sort of. Although Ziggs is a weird one to have on the split push, in my opinion. Especially with an Udyr available. But, you know, he's doing fine. He got the tower. Mordekaiser has not yet gotten the tower, but they're now calling for Baron. Mordekaiser and Misfortune are just going to start it up together, and as soon as the Udyr shows up with Mountain Drake, I'm pretty sure this trio is going to be able to secure it. Ziggs gets himself out. He only gets a Satchel Charge, correct? Maybe not. But, like, just with the Udyr damage. Maybe if Rylai's had some CDR. Doesn't it have CDR? There's no Rylai's available. I guess we'll have to watch as soon as he finishes buying it, because he doesn't have enough gold for it just yet. He has the blasting wand. So we don't get to know yet. I guess it doesn't. No, I think I understand why people run Rylai's on Mordekaiser, and I do kind of like it. Meanwhile, Jacob has run straight to the dragon as well and is going to secure this objective to a Cloud Drake for Udyr. How much gold does he have in pocket? 920. He's just going to keep pushing. Push, 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 push. It's time for Udyr to run. And Jacob's Udyr, honestly, played really, really well in the early game. And it's still putting in some work now, just picking off that 80 carry over and over again. And these people look like they're giving up. Akali sitting in base, maybe waiting for a buy. Nocturne sitting in base. Like, is this an open? Jinx just sitting there. They're so scared. Darius lying in wait. 182 with the Triforce finished. Just MR in terms of his defensive stats. Bear slap time. Morgana whiffs the binding somehow. Darius is going to heal up a little bit. Morgana flashes out before Rakan even does anything. Soul Shackles comes out but does not connect on the Darius. People are just clearing waves at the tower, and slowly but surely this 1-4 should be completed. However, Misfortune is joining the party a little late. She only barely missed it. Thank you, Steven. Paranoia comes out from the Nocturne. The Nocturne is taken straight into the Death Realm. The spell shield is going to dodge the Obliterate, but Mordekaiser just kind of destroys this Nocturne. Flash for flash. Satchel Charge takes up the tower. Dark Binding ends on the Darius. And Khan, with this comes over the Mega Inferno Bomb, is going to finish off the Darius. And Khan is just going to run to safety. This fast orb going to fly away. Jinx is still sitting in tower, but the fast orb has actually encountered a big metal man. And this big metal man does not like beautiful things. So, Akali and Jinx sitting in Fountain have both just died in this horse's ultimate, and that's it. That's it. Jacob's Bronze won. Victory for Jacob! With an excellent performance on Udyr. And a fantastic team around him. Holy fuck. Jacob.
Yay!
So, Bronze 1, huh?
I'm happy.
You're happy. Steven needs to perform, or Steven says he needs to promote soon, otherwise he won't be a full rank above you. How do you feel about this?
I think he should try.
So Jacob, now that Bronze 1 has been achieved, Silver 4 happening, yay or nay?
I hope so, yeah.
Your win rate today was really good, only ruined by one game where someone stayed up past their bedtime and got their Wi-Fi shut off. I can't get over that.
Fine, I didn't tilt, so
you bounced back from that amazingly. Yeah, Steven, that actually happened. Jacob now holds the distinction of being the only one to lose a single game during one of my commentary streams because it was just the biggest clusterfuck of bad luck I've ever seen.
I also pretty much entered that game, so
Yeah,
I think we would have lost even if we didn't.
You did play that one pretty badly, but honestly, you played really, really well 4 out of 5 of your games. Like those were stand-up performances there.
Yeah.
Just generally, and you're still getting 28 LP a win, and the average elo of your games was consistently Silver 4.
Yeah, I saw.
So like,
I had a lot of Silver 3s in mine as
pretty
well.
good. Now, I'm just reminding you guys what I want to do while I work on my commentary. My commentary skills still need some work, so I would love to have, like, play-by-play, but I think I came up with this idea earlier. I think it'd be fun to turn this sort of thing into a podcast, semi-regular, where we just do some, our color casting is just, we're having a chat, some league discussion, some non-league discussion. When the big team fights come up, we jump to some play-by-play casting. We could have some guest casters on just to shoot the shit while I do the play-by-play because I've got the live feed. I think we could have a very interesting show going on here. So I
would absolutely love that. That's
I just want to know, like, the people who are in chat right now, because we've got Karibo, we've got Steven. What do you guys think about that sort of thing?
JKW podcast.
We're not naming it after Sean. Fuck Sean.
No, we're not. Turkey cast.
No, look, I just want to point out your bot lane was completely even until you got that first kill for them, and then they just fucking steamrolled.
Yeah, I saw. I noticed.
And I love, one thing I really loved seeing was when you made a mistake on Krugs and invaded and just died, it didn't take away from your gameplay, and you just realized it was a mistake. You just continued executing on the same thing. You just kept trying because that one was a mistake, but the whole thing wasn't. Commentate on LAN. We can't just find random people, though. We have to have... we could do viewer game commentaries.
Ooh, Quinn, you should commentate while picking everything out for us.
I am not doing that. I'm not commentating while playing AD carry.
Fine, we'll get Sean to commentate while playing top. He feeds anyways.
You're toxic, Jacob.
I'm messing with him. He calls me a cripple. I can say he
You're
feeds.
toxic. Anyway, super great. You got bronze 1.
Yay.
Do you think you're going to continue your ranked climb just powering
Not
through
right
this?
now
Well, of
because
course not right now.
I've got stuff to do in an hour.
This is the end of the stream. Like that was
Yeah.
the last game. We already knew.
But yes, I will definitely continue my climb. I want to hit at least what I hit last season.
Because like I don't think you realized before you jumped into your games just how well you can just play in this elo.
Mm-hmm. It's really easy.
You're smashing these
Like
games.
really fucking easy. Why are my norms harder?
Because your norms have a lot of gold and plat players in them.
It's true. Sometimes I even get a diamond player.
Yep.
It's you.
That's why it's harder. Your ranked
Yep.
games are a better indicator of your skill and a better place for you to improve.
Okay.
And guys, as a general rule, this is consistent. Ranked League of Legends is the fastest place you can improve, as long as you enter with a fundamental understanding of like the basics of your champion and your role. If you know the base, because I think everyone, if you want to improve, like give League an honest go as like a competitive game, you should play your normals to like learn champions, add new champions to your pool, get them to like a base level. Maybe even M4 or something. Just grind them up, figure out how your champion works, find your main role, figure out how that works, and just play ranked. Because ranked is just the same goddamn game, but everyone is closer in skill level to you.
Oh yeah, Jinx was actually ending, so I'm gonna report her.
Yeah, the Jinx Nikali actually AFK'd. Also, are you sure she was straight inting? Because like I saw you catch
Yeah,
her out
she
a lot.
No, she would run. When she saw me, she'd run up, and she'd also die to minions, and then just sat in base.
That was funny. I can't believe she got executed.
Also, she also said like
Holy shit.
this team played themselves.
Really? Oh, she's toxic as hell. Yeah. You, bronze 80 carry. Totally deserve. You totally have the right to tell your team they're worse than you, right?
I feel bad for that team. They basically had what I had with on my last game. Someone like left her inting.
Well, what goes around comes around.
True. I win.
Bronze 1. Definitely a step up.
Yep.
If anybody in chat wants to have their games commentated, let me know, and we're going to try to get like a community night maybe where we can do more commentary, because I do want to practice this and I want to work on like getting better with my like conversation and discussion and stuff. I think having a co-caster could make things pretty interesting, to be honest. So, I don't think we have anything more to say, guys. I think that's going to be the end of the stream. So we're going to figure out who to raid. Just heads up, I'm going to post this in Discord too. We are not going to have a casual Friday tomorrow, because I'm going to be going over to a friend's house. We're going to continue our Marvel movie marathon, get some drinks, have a good night there. And so this week, no casual Friday. LAN party should be running, and I'll keep you guys updated about everything going on. I'm thinking of either doing some Diablo or Miitopia on the weekend coming up, but we'll just see where we end up, because I'm still playing my casual playthrough of Miitopia at school, and I don't know if I want to just swap out the file right away.
I have one thing to say before I leave.
What do you want to say, Jacob?
Udyr is stupid.
Udyr is stupid.
Yep.
All right, who do we raid? Do we want to see Sean, Virosa, who's also playing ranked, Scruffy, who's playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed?
I say Sean, so I can tell my promoter and he can call me a cripple again.
Yeah, we could do that. You know what? Whatever. We're a small but mighty group tonight. That's just what's gonna happen. Like my viewership, it makes total sense that it dropped late at night when school came back in session, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally makes sense. Well, we're gonna give Sean the small but mighty raid. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I had a great time. I hope you all had a great time. I hope Jacob had a great time.
I did. It was very fun.
Bronze 1. Well, I'll just congratulate him one more time here.
Yay.
Have a great rest of your day. Have a great day tomorrow as well. Don't forget to love yourselves, respect each other, and I will see you all very soon. Go give Sean a ninny for me.
Have a good one.
Have a great night, guys. Goodbye.